titillate the juices. You know what? Woo! Right now. Woo! Woo!
Dr. Hughes invites followers. Oh, let's see if they increase now. Me too. Yeah, wow. Dr. Hughes.
Monkey smoke.
He's a great podcaster.
Tricky smoke.
Acknowledge me. We coming for you, nigga. Fat!
Yeah, Dr. Hughes, here we go. Keep plugging yourself, that's cool.
You fucking mark! First up, a man whose looks will serve your inner needs and desires.
Dr. Hughes.
That's right. It's 2 p.m. on a Saturday, which means you get the wrestling experts without Reezy, apparently. Where did Reezy go?
He got so excited, he lost his feed.
Yep. Is he here? Here he is. Reezy's back with us.
Right. I'm here.
The four horsemen of the podcast.
Four horsemen.
Yeah.
I like that.
Horsemen with the W in the front.
Horsemen.
Yes.
Four pillars.
Welcome to everybody out there. Pro wrestling expert panel every Saturday, 2 p.m. We're going to be adding people to this. We got to get a fifth guy. I tried a little bit of booking, but we're working on future events. You know, me, Reezy, I know is out here working on things. So we're stirring it up in the booking land. Top bookers. We're going to overtake HB, Nose Hairs, Triple H any day now. But
any day.
So much to talk about here. I mean, let's just start with the WWE Netflix headquarters stuff, because to me it felt like a whole content house. A bunch of their wrestlers were there, they're superstars, and they were running around looking for stuff to do in between having lunch and taking photos and things. Did any of you guys witness this? Maybe even saw?
No.
You know, before YouTube took it down, my whole review on that. No, Danny says no.
I missed that.
Fuck that. He doesn't care. The Sleaze, did you see any of that?
Yeah, I actually watched the whole thing. It's all right. I mean, there was nothing special about it. It just proved that Rhea Ripley needs an acting coach. Because she is horrible. Just horrible. This whole like whipping the friggin' mic around bullshit, like la-di-da, is cringy.
Yeah. You see, you're still not a fan of Rhea Ripley. Sorry, kids. You know me. I'm not a big fan either. Hello to
I love.
What's up,
You
Bruce?
do.
You love her?
I said I love me some Rhea Ripley. I love me some mommy.
Well, there you have it, folks. Rhea Ripley over with King Reezy. What you, Danny? Are we split here?
She's got loads of potential, but my concern is that she gets pushed too hard until, before she learns everything she can, and then she just caps herself and she can't learn anymore. You do see it happen. People just telling you're amazing before you've actually got all of your chops in.
Yeah.
But there's plenty for her.
Yep. The kids love that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Makeup.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not disputing that. She's well bloody over.
Yep.
But you can push people before they're properly ready or completely.
I mean, pretty soon she's just going to be covered head to toe in tattoos. She's going to look like that lizard guy. Maybe she'll start splitting her tongue and stuff.
Yeah, growing horns.
Yep. And she'll actually become Lucha Mommy or Mommy Saurus.
Oh, God.
With that mask. Anyway, who cares about this mommy? She's not moving the needle for us. So let's talk about, except King Reezy, but let's talk about Kevin Owens, because I think that's like the main story of the week, really. And he was at the content headquarters the other day, and he's running around putting his picture over Cody Rhodes' face, in the championship alleyway or whatever they have there, this display, and then showing the gold eagle belt to everybody everywhere he goes. He thinks in his head he's the champion now. I like this version of Kevin Owens. I'm still trying to put over Karen Owens. Everybody out there, it's Karen Owens now. He's gone full Karen. What was his quote the other day? I wrote it down because it was hilarious to me. He screamed, "You don't want me to snap." And that's exactly what Karens say when they're like at Starbucks and stuff and they're throwing chairs.
Of course.
Kevin Owens, you're still fat. I thought you were skinny the other day. Sorry about that. My mistake.
It's such
fat. There it is. Because he was doing that some kind of TikTok promo deal, and he looked super slender, but he was doing that trick that the girls do where he was shooting himself overhead, you know. And you're not fooling this guy. I know that work.
No, he's still fat.
Yep.
He's fat. You can't hide it.
That was a good theory by Danny though recently that he's wearing a what was it, a fake pregnancy?
Yeah, one of the pregnancy bellies. Just he's actually got healthier as he's got a little bit older now since his Ring of Honor days. So he's watching his weight, but he knows that's part of his gimmick to have that pot belly. So he just wears the fake prosthetic pot belly.
Yeah, that would be so great if that fell out during a match.
And he's shredded, absolutely shredded, like Orton or something.
Looks like Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Still with a big old head, though, right? So we'll leave him with that. Yep. Too much Ripley. That's what Philly Sports Pride says as well.
Oh, too much.
4 against 1 now, Reezy. What do you think about that? Take that. Yep.
See how they all gang up on.
You're on the outside now.
How about Omega's return? We'll just totally switch gears, go over to the other AEW here, that promotion. But he's supposedly coming back, and guess who doesn't care? Dr. Huge doesn't care because I can't stand Kenny Omega.
No. Horrible.
He was good in Sissy Slap Fight, though.
Oh God.
He was good in that. Anybody? You. Breezy, you don't like Omega either, right? I think we're all in agreement that he's cringe.
He's always been cringe. Like, for people to sit there and put him in the same vein as, like, you know, top wrestlers of all time is totally disgusting to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't get it.
No, he's not that fat.
No.
PH fat, I guess, for the kids.
PH. They don't even know what that is.
Yeah, so, I mean, I literally turned AEW when they played his package, right? That's what the experts call him. Yeah, so they played a Kenny Omega. Oh, he's like returning, whatnot. I turned the channel. I was like, I don't care.
Yeah, who cares?
So, see you later. Get off my screen, Kenny Omega, Sissy Slap Fight.
Is he going to bring any viewers back? Because, I mean, I know they've lost the few.
Oh, he should, because he's the greatest of all time. I mean,
yeah. At one point, they were upset they weren't getting 1 million every week, and then it was like 800,000, and now it's creeping down further and further down. And I don't know if Omega's going to bring all those people. I say all, but those people back. No, you don't think so?
No,
he stinks.
He's not a draw like that.
He does, but people still like him. A lot of the people that watch that shit love him, love all of his shit.
All right,
and I
play devil's advocate. Why do people like him? Because I can't really do it. You know, play devil's advocate and tell me, why do people like Kenny Omega?
Because he shoots like this.
Yeah, he does all this. He points slots. He does all the flips when it's told to do the flips. He's anti. Because he didn't end up going to WWE, he's like their fucking poster boy for anti-Vince and anti-now Triple H.
Right.
Even though I don't think he'd actually rule it out completely, but we'll see. For now, he's the poster boy of like, oh, he should have gone to WWE. He's that good, but he chose not to, or however they're repainting it now. But yeah, a lot of people like him because he hasn't been there, so they'll just love him for that, at least.
Being anti-Triple H is what's worst for business at this point. That's silly. I mean, he's killing it right now. HP Nose Hair is out here destroying it in NXT. They need to do that. NXT is beating your numbers, guys. And I know Dave Meltzer is out here fighting with Bischoff and just, like I said, I hadn't followed him the other day. He started posting like crazy and he became my whole timeline. I said, enough of this. Get out of my life, Dave Meltzer.
I was actually going to take notes on a lot of his shit this week, and then I'm like, it's not worth it.
Me too. I had the same thought. I'm like, there's just too much. I get what he's doing. He's bringing people to what he's doing and, trying to get attention, but it's go away heat with me right now, because don't try to get my attention like that. What are you, McDonald's? Fuck out of my face. Yep. Sasha Rain's in the house. Way too much Ripley. Philly Sports Pride. Let Omega go back to wrestling dolls. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Steiner won't leave. Get out of my room, Steiner. Jeez. Yeah, I want Shotzi Blackheart here. Botchheart. Yep.
What you mean, way too much?
Should we get Shotzi and everybody playing with their action figures this week? Or was it last week? I don't know. It's too much wrestling. But I invited myself to join them. They haven't gotten back to me yet. Maybe it's because I'm a boy. Maybe it's because they don't like my Hulk Hogan's here.
Yeah. Boys aren't allowed in the clubhouse.
Yeah, boys. So get back to me. You wouldn't want to be racist, right? Don't make me threaten you again with racist stuff. All right, so that story is over with. Until next week, we'll revisit that and make sure that they get back in contact at DrHUGEshow on X, Twitter. Yep, thank you. R.I.P. Rey Mysterio Sr.
Yeah.
Let's do it properly. Let's give it a proper one.
Rest in peace.
Anybody familiar with his wrestling work? I am not.
No, not at all.
Nope.
No, I was too young.
Yep. He's Rey Mysterio Sr., but he's Rey Mysterio's uncle.
Yeah, that confused the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's how that works. I'm gonna have to tell Uncle Old School that like over and over and over again. You'll be like, "What? That doesn't make any sense."
We're gonna bring him on
again. Yeah, I know. Again, I always have to be like, "Yes, Bo Dallas. That's Bo Dallas, and he's Bray Wyatt's brother." What? Like, it's every time. What? Really? Or the Usos? It's like how can you not tell that their family? They talk about it all the time.
Oh, sorry, Ricochet.
Yeah. I'm like they're literally all family. What? Really? All those guys are related? Yeah.
You got to bring out that family tree they had during WrestleMania and show them.
Nope, goes right over Uncle Old School's head. He's like, wow, he's like, every week, and then I'll tell him next week, and it'll be like brand new. What? That's crazy.
He still thinks it's real.
Yeah. Well, I love how all the time. This is one of his major things. He asks me about, right? A wrestling expert, and he's always like, "Is he really injured?" And so sometimes somebody will get dumped right on their head, like Big E. Is he really injured? Yes.
Yes.
Did you see the guy's knee or leg twist around backwards? Yep, that was real. You know? Well, then there will be ones that are total works, and it's like, you think that is he really hurt? No. So, I would love to be in that state of watching wrestling still, because he's like an old school wrestling guy where it was always real. You know what I mean? And of course, he's never been connected to the internet. He doesn't know what dirt sheets are or anything like that, but he watches this stuff religiously, and who knows? Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. He's still in that, in that universe.
That's why I think progressively the show will get better, because we're getting older and like dementia is going to kick in. That's going to be fantastic.
It's already kicking in for me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm calling people Sean Combs out here in wrestling, and I'm just sticking with their original names. Like we'll be talking about Sasha Banks. Let's talk about Sasha Banks right now. Dean Ambrose. I'm not switching names. They switch names every week, these wrestlers now. I'm not going back and forth with you. So when Zack Ryder gets signed by WWE, and if he ever came back as Zack Ryder, that would be, what?
It's the shits.
That would be the shits.
I'm still calling Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we all do. I don't think anybody says, "Hey, Christian Cage."
No, I don't know that person.
Right.
Who's
Right.
he? I know the other Cage guy. There's too many Cages, too many Jadas, too many Bronze.
Yeah,
Fucking stop with that. Like, there's more names
Page,
than that.
that's another one. Page,
Page.
Adam Page.
More
Page.
bronze.
No,
Yeah.
3 different Pages. Ethan Page, Hangman Page,
Just Page.
Leaks Page. Leaking all the time, this Page. All right, let me find this video. We're going to watch Sasha Banks annoy us.
Oh God, I hate this.
So, it will explain itself.
I saw someone say, downgrade has to be steady. Bitch, I am richer than I've ever fucking been, putting on the greatest matches that I've ever had. So should you
First thing I thought when I just heard that, I'm like, this is LeBron James. Essentially what LeBron James says, that's what Kevin Durant says. All them asshole, narcissist basketball players, when they're questioned, when they're critiqued or whatever, they go, well, I got more money.
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm living my dream and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And it's, it's like, that's not really the point. But I understand that she's frustrated with people saying, oh, you downgraded and all this. Like, it's literally trolling. But the other thing that annoys me about a lot of these celebrity athlete pro wrestler types, they tend to only answer to negativity.
Right.
So if people catch on to this, then they troll you harder, trying to get you to respond, and then it becomes that whole childish game of that. But let's finish this, because apparently she's going to go on and keep bitching.
I hate stupid people. I hate stupid people.
Feel the panel.
I'm living my best life. The greatest life ever. It's an upgrade, baby. Because I went forward and I didn't go back. It's the best feeling ever to be rich in spirit, rich in your bank account, and just rich in life. It's the best.
It's the best, guys.
Just keep saying it maybe 30 or 40 more times, love, and maybe you'll believe it. Maybe you'll actually believe it.
Yeah, right.
I'm sorry to clown somebody from my city, but I did it to Xavier Woods recently too. But he also came out and told everybody their sneakers were the shits in Boston and lived to tell the tale.
Right.
Yeah. But Sasha Banks, don't go LeBron on us. I know that you're doing like a gimmick kind of here and everything, and you are annoyed, but it feels like a mega cope.
Yeah. I don't think she knows where the gimmick stops and it starts now. She's just...
No, she's delusional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Totally delusional.
She's still got that, blah, blah, like every time she talks, and it's nauseating.
The Valley Girl.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Sasha. Change your name back, because I don't know who Monet is. Mercedes Monet sounds like a style of vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, you just won a Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sasha.
I'm gonna drive it. Yeah.
I can't even do these. I can't do impressions anymore for some reason. It's always just me. So, like, oh my God. Like, oh, this is my Sasha Banks. Oh my God. Like, you guys, I have so much like money. She never says like, but I like to throw that in because it should fit. She does more. Hold on. Let's hear what was this word she would put in? See, stupid PayPal. I just have to practice. Stupid PayPal.
Stupid people.
Yeah, we'll get it down, and then I'll bring out the Sasha Banks purple hair. I look just like her. We'll get it done. It's gonna look fantastic, sound great, and people are upset with. Stop it! Get out of my life! I didn't even mean to do that. So, Tessa Blanchard's coming back. We talked about this, I believe, last week, but we must talk about it again because there is news that the people are a little iffy on it in the locker rooms. And it reminds me of a story I did the other night about this porn star that's in the wrestling business now somehow, probably in some promotion out here. But she's saying she's catching a lot of flack for her job. I guess she's still a porn star. They say she switched over to wrestling, but she's doing both. Because why not, right? You're essentially wrestling in your other job. You must be good.
Do as much damage to your body as you possibly can. You know?
From all over.
Head to toe and inside.
And in between.
But I was just, when I'm reading a lot of these articles lately, I'm thinking, you know how bad the pro wrestling politics are. It's just, it's brutal. Like, I'm sure people are backstabbing each other, cheating on each other, do all kinds of weirdness going on, and we've seen this throughout the years. So it must be so bad now that like a ton of women are getting involved, and how catty they can be. They're all striving for the same spots. I mean, when we're talking about WWE, they're so professional at this point. It's almost like it seems like they've gotten that out of the business, because you don't hear a peep out of anybody having problems with anybody or staff or anything, except for like the higher ups that are like getting sexual allegations and all. They're not being professional. Essentially, that's what that story is too. This guy wasn't being professional around people that, you know, want people to be. There's certain people that you can go to work with and you can still be yourself, but a lot of people, they don't want that. They want you to act. You got to be professional, stay in your lane and all this. No jokes, no, hey, your ass looks good or whatever. They don't like that. Quit it, or you lose your job like that guy did.
Well, WWE does a good job of like stifling their social media too, where these other companies just let Sasha Banks go and tell fans to fuck off and all that stuff. You know, they have no grip on it.
Yeah. And that's honestly one of the best parts about AEW, really, is all the backstage drama. And they should lean into it more, but not the way they have when you have the Young Bucks coming out celebrating that CM Punk left, or, you know, things like that. That's more troll behavior. It's not funny, really.
It's unprofessional. That's what it is, if you're a company.
Yeah. So Tessa Blanchard, she's going to be getting heat, I'm sure, forever. The porn chick, of course she is. Is
the porn chick, is it an independent promotion she's with?
It's gotta be.
Because you see, I'm just thinking now, wouldn't most of the girls, actually that's wrong, maybe not most of them, but wouldn't a lot of them all have either, if it's not an OnlyFans, they're going to have Instagram, or they're going to have TikTok, or they're going to have something where they're showing off parts of them or more of them, even if they're not getting undressed and they're dressing up cosplay style. They're still selling pictures and videos of themselves. So I know they're not getting naked or anything like that, but it's not that far. It's not massively far away, is it?
No, it's not.
I mean, I'm not stupid. I understand that some are going to be like, I don't want to have like sex on camera or anything like that. But if you're taking something off and just selling pictures of yourself, have people really got that much of a leg to stand on? I mean, I'm not like a supporter of like, sex workers should be doing all of everything that people want them to be doing and just be like really transactional. But I just sure there's a bit of hypocrisy there, because a lot of lasses in the wrestling biz do just enjoy being in their underpants and the male attention they get from that. And again, I understand there's a difference between prancing around in your pants in the middle of a wrestling ring and hardcore pornography, but are they really getting at her? It just seems a bit. I
think
silly,
especially with the OnlyFans and like, you know, Paige's Patreon and all that shit. I think it's become such the norm that a lot of like females do that. But we forget that it's still porn. You're still doing porn in a sense.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Without being rude.
Yeah. Yep, I think we're in agreement on that. What do you think about this, Reezy? Any thoughts?
I agree. No, I have no thoughts on that. I agree with it 100.
So leave them alone. I mean, the promoters seems to be helping out this. I hate to call her the porn star chick, but I can't remember her name, and I didn't write it down here this time. So,
I mean, does she bring something to the promotion?
Name recognition, apparently.
Promotion.
That would be the main thing. Like, hey, I've done this, and then people are. This is why I found a story on it and everything.
I've always said, if it brings money,
exactly. Pro wrestling way, right there. It's all about the money.
All about the
Speaking
money.
of, TNA talent are asked to be taking a pay cut. Do you know anything about this, Reezy? I know you keep up with TNA.
So yeah, so that is false. So just came out. That is false. What is happening is a lot of TNA contracts are up, and TNA are offering a lot of people lesser money than what their old contracts were because they weren't using these guys. And you know what I mean? They weren't a lot of these people that they're offering this to, they weren't using like that. So they're just kind of like, we were paying you this, now your contracts, so we're probably going to pay you less.
Yeah, sounds like radio. That's what radio guys do. Like they'll just lowball the shit out of you and go, yeah, you can leave then, and then we free up all that money. You know,
right?
Yeah,
it's a good business move if you're not moving, using people. Get rid of them.
Tony Khan can learn a thing or two from that.
Yeah.
He's got a whole half a roster he needs to release.
Free up that money.
Oh yeah.
And maybe it has to be because WWE is sitting right here and they're like, oh, they're gonna take all of our guys. Guess what? They're not your guys right now, even though they're on your team. So how does that make any sense?
Yeah, right.
That's true.
A stupid mindset. It's so dumb.
It's bad business. Like it seems so obvious because you're just gonna make people mad that it is pro wrestling and people will bounce around if the price is right. Like it's all about the money, but there are some people, especially with as big as WWE is and as many spots and shows, and they got a show for everything now. They can have a job doing anything over there, and AEW needs to start acting right and scale down, make people happy and want to be with you, other than the several Sasha Bankses that you're like giving your life away to, or a portion of it. So that's my take. But let's talk a little bit about SmackDown last night. I mean, it did happen. I did watch it. It wasn't a great episode. I think it might have been taped, like with last week's episode.
Yeah, I think they did a double taping last week.
So it wasn't like these major matches or anything. It was like Gargano, Alex Shelley, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae versus Bianca and Naomi. That was the main event. The best part of that is Nia got busted open, and then I call her now Peg Bundy Jr. That's Tiffany Stratton. She comes, shuffling down to the ring just like Peg Bundy, and things occurred. Shit happened. I wasn't all that impressed by SmackDown in general, so I was kind of doing other stuff, and I kept looking at the screen and being like, "Yep, whatever." So they're just basically gearing up for the last Monday Night Raw, and then the January 6th Netflix extravaganza that they're doing. But do you guys think that Naomi could be the one that attacked Jade Cargill?
I think that's what they're trying to suggest. They're trying to make us think, but it's probably going to be Bianca, just to swerve, because I just think Naomi's too obvious. Because she's come and stepped into the spot and been all humble and been like, oh yeah, I don't want the belt until I've actually won it properly. It's like, yeah, that would work, but I think that's just too obvious. That's just a banana peel for us to slip on. I think it's probably Bianca who's just going to be like, oh, I've had enough.
It was the initial.
Yeah, you've come
Bianca.
in and just had this push, and I wanted my friend Naomi to come and do it instead because you didn't deserve it. She's been here a lot longer, and
yeah, that makes sense too. I didn't think about it that way, and then I thought it was Charlotte for a little bit because she's supposed to return, but she might just return to the Royal Rumble. But I think that would be a good swerved one where you think it's all anybody else backstage and it's none of them. It's just Charlotte Flair because she's just going to come in right away and I don't feel threatened by her or something. I don't know, because now she's like the marquee, type character that WWE has and is trying to put over. I don't know. There's something there, I think, but highly doubted, I guess. So, yeah, all this stuff happened. Peg Bundy Jr. We'll see you more. Maybe I'll find that red hair and put it on her in some of the thumbnails. We'll figure it out.
Fantastic.
Yeah. The Monster Clause was out last night. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Yep.
That was something.
I feel bad for Austin Theory. Anybody like him?
Yeah,
the guy doesn't.
Sorry, man, go on.
Go ahead, Reese.
Oh, somebody was talking? Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel bad for Austin Theory because it's not that the guy can't work. The guy can work, but it's just like they do nothing with him. It's like anytime he's out there, he's boring. Like I don't know if he needs a new gimmick or what it is, but like everything is wrong for him. He needs to go back to NXT. I think that would help him a lot.
Yeah,
And
he got the
also,
Vince thing.
rebrand himself too, because he's been doing the same character since Vince was, shoving him down our throat. So
Yeah.
My egg. Yeah, with Vince and his fucking egg, didn't we? But it's been stuck with that. And it's the same thing that happened to Drew McIntyre when Drew was the chosen one. He had this big push from Vince and then it just fizzled out. All right, this time with Theory, it was for different reasons why Vince lost interest because he's gone. But before it was with Drew, and Drew was getting bigger and bigger, and he looked like he was going to be a big thing at the time, and then he had to go. So maybe Theory needs repackaging. Maybe he needs to go to NXT or just leaving for a year or so.
Yep, he feels like Karrion Kross to me like a year or two ago, where I know he could be a John Cena. He could be. That's his like ceiling of potential, I believe. He's got the look, he's got the wrestling ability, he can talk on the mic, so he can pretty much do it all. It's the character. Yeah. What's in Austin Theory? Maybe get him back to carrying a cell phone around again, because apparently these things aren't going away anytime soon. These stupid cell phones, the social media bit, and maybe he can. Yeah, I don't know, but that even going back is probably not a great idea. So maybe they need something for him, because again, he's like Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross, people are starting to figure out that he's fucking awesome right now. So that's good. He's doing all this stuff. Maybe it's the social media stuff again. Karrion Kross does a ton of that on his own time. Austin Theory probably should work on a new character that may be completely different than just a guy that has abs, because we've seen that before too. Oh, look, I have abs. We get it. You're in shape. We have eyes. Okay. Now, entertain us without glistening abs, which is pretty interesting.
He's got that typical like bro gimmick where it's like, all right, we get it. You're a douchebag from like a frat.
Or even so does Waller though. That's the problem. I think they're both too similar. So you just got two of the same thing. Yeah. And when it was just Theory shined. Mm-hmm. And when Waller was on NXT doing that bit, he shined because there was nobody else sort of like getting in the way of that. But now they've just put them together and they just like diluted each other, I think, rather than amplifying each other.
Exactly.
I would split them up and put them one on each show. There you go. You get the similar type character, but on both shows. Or like I said, make Austin Theory more of a badass, because it looked like they tried to do that for a little bit, almost like a Triple H kind of like a year or two ago, right before he became or got the Money in the Bank, I believe it was. But he grew out a beard, did like a whole tough guy thing, and and then they got away from it because Vince was still around. But use Austin Theory, guys. What the hell's going on? He's just a Jabron Malone out here getting beat up by monster claws. Stinks.
No, and like you said, he's got so much damn potential. Like, he's a total package wrestler.
Where he's so young.
Yeah, and he's young. You know what I mean?
So trainable, yeah. Well, he knows so much already. It's impressive.
Right. But so just imagine like 5 years from now, he's going to be phenomenal if they do him right.
Yeah.
I could see him in Carmelo Hayes main eventing a WrestleMania in like 5 years. It's almost like a guarantee.
Yeah.
But Bloodline 2 then takes on Apollo Andrade at LA Knight. Again, I don't know what happens in any of these matches because whatever. It's a 3-on-3. I understand what they're trying to do. They're boosting up the mid card a little bit. Apollo Crews still shocks the hell out of me that he's still around. Like he's the real Jason Voorhees of wrestling. He just won't go away for some reason.
And Solo didn't need to hit Cruz with like that spinning solo and the Samoan spike. Proper overkill. I mean, Cruz is athletic as hell, but his gimmick at one point was just come out and smile, and then it was like, right, now you're from Africa. Now go back to the previous one, and it's just, I'm sorry, but that is jobber material, and he does not need one of the biggest people that they're pushing to do so much to put him away. But it was nice to see him on telly, I suppose.
Yeah. And
Did you see
Andrade. Right. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, did you see the interview that Solo did before?
Yeah, I think so. What
Yeah,
was
I
he
think
talking about?
They opened with it. He was talking about everything, really. He was just talking too much. But I was going to ask if you've noticed how he does the same thing now that the Usos and Roman do. When they keep what they have to say real short and sweet, they seem real badass and menacing. But now even Solo's saying too much, and he's having to fill silences, and he's coming off very obviously like an Uso, which comes off like a mini version of The Rock, which Roman Reigns does when he gets to his suffering succotash, and when Roman Reigns says too much and starts getting too animated. And I think all of both bloodlines now were just saying too much, and they're not looking as badass and edgy as they were before, because they all try and get a bit snappy and witty, and a bit
the
like too much like The Rock.
Yeah,
it's too much.
I feel I can sense that a little bit. You know, but they kind of need it. Right now, what they're trying to do. Have you heard the news that there could be a ooh la 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 of the necklace, like championship? Like they're gonna call it a title.
That is the stupidest thing I've heard in a while. That is so useless. I hope that's just a rumor. I hope that that's not been put on the table in one of these meetings, because that is just stupid.
But I could see them doing it. It'll cost them like $2 or $3 to make a plastic one of those, and they can sell them for like $50, and then everyone fucking buys one, and everyone's got them, and everyone's swinging them around, and just with the belts. Yeah, I could totally see. I didn't know that, but I can absolutely see them doing that just for more merch. Wow. Because that's what's on the line on Monday, next Monday. Sorry.
Yeah. Tribal combat.
Yeah, the tribal combat for the necklace, the big old red necklace.
Plus, how can you give a title back to Roman at this point? I get that this is a way of having a title for Roman Reigns without giving him either one of the titles. Still no.
No, it's a bad idea.
No yeet.
That's right.
No yeet.
No yeet.
No.
It's true.
And he was champion for like fucking 10 years, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they're doing so much with Roman right now. What would be the point of giving him a belt? He's not like he's a guy that needs one.
It's a necklace, not a belt.
Yeah. I mean, even a necklace thing. He doesn't need a title.
Like Danny
belt.
said, they would make that belt so they can make toys. That's exactly what it's for.
Yes. Exactly. It'll be like the Rock's belt that he
That's the worst. Now that's the worst belt ever. Like they have the fuck the world belt in AEW. You just woke me up there, Reezy, because that makes me insane. When he came out and had his own, you haven't wrestled in years, bro. You just came back. You put yourself on the board, and now you made your own belt that they gave you in this whole presentation. Holy shit. Yeah. That was so, again, this reminds me of LeBron James. You know, he's just trying, look, I'm going to have the decision, and now I'm going to fuck over my hometown and go somewhere else and try to create a super team and ruin this whole thing and make everything about me, and who cares about the league or the federation? It's all about me and my title, and that I didn't win. No, but like somebody just gave it to you. It's got your whole symbol on it and everything. It's insane. Now, if anybody hates replica belts, which I know Danny does, he wants to get rid. Nobody can have replica belts. Guess what? He's talking about you, The Rock. Get fucking out of here with your replica belts, okay? Because that's essentially what it is. It's a glorified replica belt.
Yeah. Can anybody challenge for this belt? Like
no.
Douche.
Oh.
Bag of douche.
So go ahead, bring it out, next week or whenever you're coming back, and we can all sit here and boo you. Bullshit! Yep, because it's bullshit. Bullshit! And then, unless you come out like this, then I might have to cheer you.
Trailer park trash!
Yes.
We got it, people. Shut up. So there. Don't ever bring that up again, Reezy. My blood pressure is through the roof right now.
Got them all worked up.
Yep. Yeah. Shaking.
Jesus.
Relax. The Rock, the Oprah, you know, the fake social media posts. You know,
successful Christmas movie.
Yep. This is the first time I ever ate a cheeseburger in my life, guys. I've never tried this before. It's the best burger I've ever eaten. Get out of here, Rock.
Fuck off.
Never had a cheeseburger at In-N-Out or wherever. He's like lived there his whole life. That's like saying me saying I never eaten at McDonald's. Stupid.
He had to have fat sucked out of his titties back in the day because he ate so many cheeseburgers. Come on.
Exactly. See? Back when he had sideburns and tits.
Right. Big titty sideburns Rock. That's my Rock.
Yeah, it is the best Rock there is.
Yeah.
Around that time where he was, when he did get the operation and was wearing the whole black gown there, I don't even know what you would call that.
Like
a whole
tracksuit.
Tracksuit.
Yeah.
Tracksuit, The Rock was great. Yeah. Elvis.
hiding his tit scars.
He really but he really was. That Rock was the best promo, the funniest guy ever. You know, he was, and then Stone Cold, of course, that's why that era was the best, because then Stone Cold has his gimmick and the whole assness around that. So
right.
Yeah, the good old days. I still have all my tickets. I'll have to show everybody all these tickets. They're fading away pretty fast. I don't know how you keep them with the ink on it, because eventually it's just going to be a white piece of paper.
Probably have to laminate them.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yep. It's time. All right. Anything else happen on this? Nope.
Nope.
We're back. Yep. Does that to me once a show. So got that out of the way. Yep. Talked about that. We talked about.
How did you leave?
Which one? So many now.
The one that just passed for the show
Saturday
coming up.
Event?
Yeah, the one for the show that just passed not long ago. I think they have Rollins and Drew up there.
Huh?
Or maybe you missed that one, but I fell asleep on it. It was
I think everybody did.
Yeah. It was kind of. I was going to ask how you felt about it.
What's the name of it?
They had like a PLE, like a big press after main event. And like they had Roman Reigns there, they had Drew McIntyre.
Oh, that was before this headquarters one, right?
Yeah, the headquarters one, yeah.
That one?
Yeah, I think that's it, yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
So am I.
I said I'm not
talking about the one that we talked about at the beginning of the show, Reezy?
Yeah, that might be it. That one. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it now?
I think that's it. No, I was just gonna how bad it was.
Oh, God, he's gone. There he is.
No, I'm here. I kind of went out for a second. No, I just wanted to talk about how bad and boring it was.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't that great. Like I said, really the only moments were Kevin Owens running around being a scumbag. Drew McIntyre then bit his whole gimmick. Like, yeah, this is cool. I'll do this too, you know. And and then everybody was fighting on stage. Seth Rollins called CM Punk a bootlicking bitch. Who's a bootlicking bitch now? That was a good moment.
That's a good one.
It's great.
Yeah.
What I find funny about Kevin Owens and Rollins is everything that's going on in these storylines is kind of their fault. Like they started the whole fiasco, and they let the victim.
What is going on?
We're being invaded?
Yeah. There we go. It's on Reezy's end.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh man, is my wife?
Can you plug in and out or something?
Sounds like a video.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna come
Okay.
back. I'm gonna leave and come back. I think it's something.
All right. Get out of here.
Wow.
We'll see you in a minute.
Oh, it's not me having problems for a change.
Yeah.
There he goes. Let's try it now.
Oh, jeez.
No, he's gone again.
Oh, God.
All right. This is the best thing. Every time he tries to do something, there's like a new what are you talking about? We finally get to figure out what he's talking about, and then all of a sudden, sounds like he's being attacked by space aliens.
See what I was talking about with dementia? I think it just happened with him.
Yeah.
Because we talked about that at the beginning. I'm not busting balls, but
that's what I'm like. Is he gaslighting me or something? Like, what is he? Am I really crazy?
Yeah. I thought I missed something. I don't know.
I had a whole collision card to talk about tonight too, but I don't even want to because it's there are some good matches. It's a whole bunch of continental tournament matches, but they, I got other things to do. Right, Reezy?
Yeah.
Sounding
There's some
great.
washing up in the kitchen, I think. I've got some washing up to do.
All right, I sound better now.
Way better.
Oh, yep.
There we go. We're killing it right now. We're doing it.
You're looking good too, Reezy.
Appreciate it.
We got Logan Paul. We can talk about this. Before we even talk about Logan Paul and his shitty ass, we can talk about just engagement and in general online. This word just keeps popping up to me because there's so much garbage online right now. I just saw a post that said Logan Paul is the top 5 greatest wrestler. And it lists 5 stupid reasons, puts a picture of Logan Paul, all celebrating and whatnot. And people are retweeting it. People are interacting with it as if this person that posted this believes it. And guess what? If they do believe it and they actually do mean this, that's stupid. And why would you need to interact with that anyway? It's just they want people to be outraged by things. Again, it's just like when I was talking about with these wrestlers out here. They're only going to respond to negativity, apparently. You can tell, you can give them all the ass slaps and back slaps. Hey, that attaboys you want out here. They don't give a fuck about that. You're just a mark to them, right? But if you call them out, you say you're this and you're that, they will answer back. So I hate this.
I have a conspiracy theory. I think that Dave Meltzer knows exactly what he's doing. Like, I really do. Like, I think he sits there and writes the stupidest shit that he can think of, the most moronic crap, and puts it out there and just sits and goes, yep, that worked. Yeah. Like, I really fucking believe that.
Yeah, I believe that's a thing. Like I said, with the amount of promoting he does and tweeting and talking back to the marks.
Yeah.
He
interacts.
Exactly. That's the bit. And people, that's the currency these days. People want to talk and be involved with, podcasters and pro wrestlers and everybody out here. So I get it. But again, it annoys the shit out of me when a Dave Meltzer posts 1,000 times in like one day and makes everything about him. And it's not about you, bro. You're low on the totem pole about things that matter in pro wrestling. We're trying to figure out, how we're going to take this belt back from Kevin Owens guy. We're not worried about you crunching numbers trying to make AEW look as if it's on the same playing field as WWE. It's not NXT either. NXT's better, and that's their developmental. So get that through your head. Doesn't matter if all the sports suck and they nerfed everything. We get it. Everything sucks now. It's not people are just, nobody's watching anything right now because it's all bad. But if wrestling was good, people watch it. Have you seen WWE lately? People are watching that.
Yeah. And AEW is playing gymnasiums,
struggling to fill anything.
Yeah.
So
Silly.
WWE wouldn't treat Meltzer how he wanted them to treat him.
Yeah.
Whereas Tony Khan now is doing that. So he's just gonna be love blind forever. Well, he's gonna be love blind until that attention or that money or whichever fades. But he's just gonna be as bad as the people that work for him. And he's gonna go online and just argue with people that say it's crap, and they're just gonna say how great it is because he's been told to.
Yeah, and he's making money doing all this crap.
Mm.
So
Free the slaves, Tony. That's what we need. He's got a bunch of slaves there. They're all sitting at home doing nothing. Some of them are fine with it. Some of them are not. But free them. Let them go. If they come back to you, it was meant to be, or something, right?
Yep.
So I think that's the phrase.
Let our people free.
Yes. All right, I got a video for you. Eddie Edwards. Have you seen this? Have you heard this? Eddie Edwards
with the
got
fan.
in a fight with a fan. Well,
yeah.
Smack the
an
shit out of
altercation.
somebody.
We're gonna watch it here. Hold on, let me switch over because we had to watch Sasha Banks there. This is my stuttering John bit. While I do stuff. There we go. Where is he? I gotta show his face while I do this. I'm about to press the button, but
He looks like the sound. Like it's amazing.
Here we go.
Those tag team titles back home.
Ooh, slapstick.
And no surprise,
Drink out of
Edwards
his
not
hand.
making any friends anywhere the system goes.
Referees trying to gain control of this situation. Eddie Edwards getting involved with a fan here at ringside.
Killing it.
I love that shit.
And then they escorted that guy out, but he got brutalized and embarrassed. Hey,
he wanted to grow. He wanted to. He wanted to show his shit. He wanted to grow a pair of balls, and I guess Eddie Edwards showed him how small he really was. Eddie Edwards basically just bitched him.
I wonder what
so now
he said.
He can go home. He can go home, and he'll be known for the guy that got smacked up by Eddie Edwards. He deserved it.
All right, take your hand off the mic. There you go.
All right,
I can hear it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Eddie Edwards. I don't know. I mean, cooler heads should prevail. You can't touch the talent, okay, everybody? The superstars. Again, another guy from Boston. All these bad guys are from Boston. So he pushed him down, got him escorted out, all this stuff. Remember there was a altercation with Velvet Sky, right? And some guy a couple years back, and Bubba Ray got all involved and made it a big thing and said, what was the quote? Just shut up and cheer or something? Do you know anything about that, Danny? Do you remember that?
Yeah, he stood up for his missus, didn't he? And he did. I can't remember the quote either, but it was just something like, "Yeah, sit there, shut up, and just fucking cheer," or something like that. But yeah, I don't know what that guy expected was going to happen, slapping a wrestler. He's lucky he didn't get anything else, to be honest. Just like a slap in the face, because as soon as you strike someone, I'm pretty sure you can just help yourself. Or not help yourself, but you can do more than just slap in the face. You could just. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised he got kicked out, and I don't know what he expected.
Yeah, and it was a stiff one. Gave him a little stiff slap there. The other guy gave him a little limp wrist.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Edwards was like, I'm going to twist your head to the side.
I think wasn't there back in the day somebody tried to rush the ring and attack Stone Cold and Triple H beat the bag out of him?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
My favorite.
I think even Earl Hebner started kicking the guy.
Oh, yes. Yep. That was a famous one. Yep. My favorite.
That's what you get.
I think it was a pay-per-view in WCW. there was Sting was getting his ass kicked by the NWO, and like Macho Man, I think Hulk, and a bunch of them were in there, and this fan in Sting makeup goes running in the ring, and is like trying grabbing wrestlers trying to save Sting. They stomped that motherfucker out, man. They beat his ass. It was crazy because you could tell it's like they just turned it on, and the reps and all them were trying to stop him, and they're like he's like in the corner getting like the mud stomps, and he's like crying. It's like, yeah, now you're with Sting. You just got beat up for real.
Yeah, you never know too. I mean, they're protecting themselves. These guys could come in with knives and shit. Like,
yeah.
you know, that's dangerous.
Yeah, they could come in there with hot piss. You never know. Take hot piss to the eyes.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Seth Rollins used to do it all the time in the indies to people before he got famous. He'd go to all these shows and throw hot piss in people's faces and laugh because he's the Joker.
That sounds more like something Moxley would do, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like a homeless maneuver.
Yeah, well, shagging that is in a fucking teddy bear costume or whatever that story about him in CZW was.
Oh God.
Friday, Moxley the 13th, right, Sleaze? Every show. There he is. Coming to Crystal Lake near you.
I can't even look at him.
He really does look like he's got the droopy eye and all that, just like Jason without the mask.
He's like, you campers killed my mom.
He's been living under the in that pond or lake for the past like 20 years. Come on, Reese, you got to laugh at all our jokes, Reese.
All of them.
You have to. That's what the other shows do in the Dabbleverse and stuff, like at the Shuli Network. They say, hey, guys, you got to laugh at everything.
They do. I mean,
or else you're fired.
Especially when you work for WWE.
Yeah. Well, really, don't laugh at everything. It's actually more funny that way to me anyway. I'm like one of those Gilbert Gottfried type comic people where if I saw like a crowd of people and they weren't laughing at my jokes, I'd just be so anxious and weirded out that I'd just start laughing to myself like crazy. Because think about it, you're there to make people laugh, and then when a whole bunch of people like just don't laugh, it's fucking to me it's ironic and it's funny. I'm here to make you laugh and nobody's laughing.
As long as I'm laughing, I don't give a shit.
No.
You don't have to laugh.
You know what? One thing on Collision tonight that does pique my interest is right behind me. Ricochet and Ospreay are fighting each other.
Oh.
So there'll be flips galore. Match
I'm
of
tired just thinking about it.
It's like watching a circus. I don't want that. I want some wrestling.
Some hardcore wrestling.
Some on the mat wrestling. I don't need these flips.
Some rest holds, some Randy Orton headlocks.
Yeah. Some Cobra clutches, Boston crabs.
One of the best signs ever was another headlock Randy. That was the sign in the crowd. Yeah, we talked about the Bloodline title, so we don't have to talk about that anymore.
Oh, God.
Talked about that. Hey, I have a store now, by the way. I finally put up some items on the Teespring. I'll have to put links down and everything, but if you guys know about Teespring and all that, just look up Dr. Huge on there. More to come on that later. Yep. Sasha Banks stinks. We already know this.
Yep.
AEW staff making people change their CM Punk shirts. What? We've heard of it. We've told this story before about WWE even. They don't allow you to wear certain things, but CM Punk is a wrestler. It's kind of crazy if you wouldn't allow CM Punk shirts at all. You're making people turn them inside out. But do you even believe this story?
I do, actually, because Tony Khan is a bitter little bitch. So I do believe it.
It's brutal. Taking your shirt off. You paid money to go to an event. When you wear a wrestling shirt, you think everybody's like hip to this. Wouldn't you think there are some mistakes being made? But yeah. Yep. Take a shirt off.
Yeah. You go in there shirtless.
They're getting rid of a lot of shows. It seems like WWE. They just got rid of Level Up, and I think they are turning it into this LFG, the Legends and Future Greats show that they have. It actually sounds really good. It's like you got the trainers and the mentors as the legends and these like weekly coaches and all this, but I think they're putting it into a tournament now in a show. So it's like all, instead of just having this Level Up thing and here's all our newest talent that are green as fuck, here's like an actual storyline to go with it. That's great. I think that I will be watching that.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's almost like a cooler Tough Enough, you know?
Yep. Because they're all trying to get a contract too.
Yeah.
Can we not just have some of the process that isn't like stuck in our faces though? Like we're seeing how the sausage has been made from square one. We're seeing behind the curtain from the start. It can be interesting. I do get like the appeal of like Tough Enough and the original NXT. But it's just so much of it now. We show too much on camera, and I just think it would be nice if we didn't have to see everybody like stumbling in like Bambi and then being like, oh, here's this guy who's never wrestled a match ever. And
yeah. I actually like that though, because I get tired of the main roster stuff. That's why I like NXT so much, because it's not all about the wrestling to me necessarily. I like to see new gimmicks, new ideas, what they're trying to do. And then like, especially when you start to see like certain people that come up through like an NXT or even these Tough Enoughs, you're like, wow, they really are going to be something. Even like the people. And what's funny about this show probably and all the Tough Enoughs, the people that don't win are generally the bigger superstars, like the Miz.
Yeah.
You know, so I always like that because I like to catch I like to be updated at least with talent and stuff. I don't care if they suck. They're at least getting in there, and who knows, they might drop themselves on their own head. And that would be interesting too. You know. Remember when Bob Holly beat up that guy on Tough Enough?
Oh yeah, that was fantastic.
It's great TV.
Yeah.
He beat up a young man on live TV while he was all roided out of his mind.
Yeah. Tough
I remember Brock
bitch.
sandbagging him. I remember Brock Lesnar throwing him around, dropping him. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yep. You seem like a real sweetheart. He's over here too. Look, he's right here, right under over my finger, shirtless in jeans, all greased up. That's why I have that picture on the wall.
Disturbing.
I gotta change that one out. I should probably put that one off screen and just in my face so I can always look at it. Bob Holly's greased up, with his dad jeans on.
It's inspiring. Really is.
He was so mad about the spark plug and stuff, and you can see it like totally came out in his later characters. I'm not Butch. That's basically what he's doing. Yeah.
I'm not Butch. That's exactly what
this Superman trailer. I showed it last night. That's the only place anybody saw it, I'm sure, but I like it. I think it's gonna be. It's fine. I like Man of Steel, so I plan on liking that. I know it will be a little goofier. I'm good with all that. It looks good. So, what's your takes on it? You think it stinks?
It's very comic-y, and I like it. To be honest, that's the way Superman should be. He's comic-y. Like, I loved Henry Cavill, and I love those and all that stuff, but they were way too serious. You know, you can't be that serious with Superman. He's ridiculous, you know? Yeah.
There he is. Jew fro and all. Huge fro. And you know what? I was thinking, when I saw this, that's the first thing I thought of, obviously. And then I was like, wait, Superman is Jewish. And most people don't know this.
Yeah.
But he is. Kal-El, get it? And the whole thing, everything, a lot of stuff in the media is because nobody controls the media at all.
None. Nobody. Clark Kent, that sounds Jewish.
What? Sounds like it's like Jon Stewart, how he was John Leibowitz, and then he changed his name to Jon Stewart.
Right.
Same deal. So Superman did the same thing. He didn't want anybody to know, and so he changed his name when he came to Earth. It's like, no, I'm Clark Kent now. As a baby, he told his parents, he's like, no, I'm just gonna take your name, okay? And the Kents were like, okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. So Lex Luger is gonna plan to walk again. Not Lex Luthor, just because we were talking about Superman, but Lex Luger is in a wheelchair, which isn't funny at all. But he's gonna plan to walk again. It almost was funny to me because of how inappropriate it would have been to laugh at that. But I'm not laughing at that, and I stopped myself because it is a serious business. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because, you know, the person who's made famous by the DrHUGEshow, Diamond Dallas Page, he is getting involved, and if he actually helps Lex Luger to walk again, that would be amazing. So I thought that was a story that needed to be told, and hopefully it happens.
I like how you transition that, because we went from Superman, remember Christopher Reeves, and then we went to Lex Luger, not Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yep.
That's why you have a PhD.
There's levels to this game right here. And some people they can't even watch or listen to this show at that deep a level, but the Sleaze gets it.
Yeah.
He heard what I did. He saw.
Their brains will explode and leak out.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Everybody must share, like, follow, hit all the buttons because of all these reasons, right? And if you're not doing that, then don't do it. You know, what can I do? I can't force you to do this, even though I might try someday. So, in a boxing ring, YouTube. And we didn't talk about Logan Paul. We talked about the ridiculous engagement farming online and being outrageous to get a response, which I might do too now. It's the only way to play this game. It's either, be anonymous out here or play the game. But Logan Paul, of course, he's unretired now. Showed us at the headquarters. He's back in wrestling. He's going to be going for major titles, and he's going to be a bigger douche than ever. But my favorite part of it is he's like, I've been watching Raw, and this guy in the crowd goes, no, you haven't. But I know we all dislike, but he's in our life now, and we're going to have to deal with this and talk about him. But I just want to reinforce and let everybody know he's scamming the shit out of people. He's basically Hawk Tua in male form.
Yeah, he's Hawk Tuaing all over the universe.
And people are going to root for that. People are going to act like he's the greatest. And he's still better than Kenny Omega. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Everybody's better than Kenny Omega, right?
If he went to the AW locker room, he would just automatically be just so much fucking better than so many of them, and he's been doing it for like 5 minutes. As much of a prick, he's a prick. I'm not gonna, and he's scamming, and there's loads of shady business. But like I said before when we talked about this, ability-wise in the ring, he's picked it up really quickly, and he is impressive and athletic. And as much as you dislike him, you can't take that away from him. But yeah, he would show up so many people in AEW.
Man. Yep. He even took Hangman Page's move, and he's like better at it.
A lot better.
Because I haven't watched Hangman wrestle too much, but I have seen that move. And sometimes it's shaky, you know? It's like he's not coming over smooth. Logan Paul comes over that pretty much smooth every time.
And then when a veteran like CM Punk tries it and doesn't do so well, well, it must be quite intimidating for Logan Paul to try it as well. So it's like, well, if CM Punk couldn't do it, but no, he bloody nails it, and he makes it look a lot better than Page's, definitely.
Yeah. CM Punk is wrestling Seth Rollins on January 6th, right?
Yeah, I think that's the main event.
Wow, at the Capitol too, right?
Yeah.
But I'm shocked by this because CM Punk is really fragile these days. I hate to say it, CM. I know you're a tough guy. You could probably choke me out, but You're getting hurt every friggin' match here. I mean, you've made it through a couple. Do we want to push our luck and be in a match right at the beginning of the year again, or in a Royal, or literally the beginning of the year before a Royal Rumble? I don't know.
That punch card, it's getting real thin.
Yep. Here's an idea. How about when CM Punk comes out, we can put bubble wrap around him?
It's an idea.
There's enough of this. I got some bubble wrap for for the holidays and stuff. I'll ship it to WWE. They can give it to him backstage, and they'll just wrap up his legs and his ankles and his arms, and he'll
With
just come out
caution
like
tape. Caution tape him too, just to let everybody know that he's fragile.
Bring him down to the ring like Hannibal Lecter, but instead of like the full face mask, it's just a bubble wrap and everything. And
Yes.
Yeah.
instead of pyro, you've got like the polystyrene, whatever you call it, can't pop out. Just box stuff in and that to make sure he's not wriggling around loose in his storage container.
I think that would be a good plan. Yeah, maybe a couple cardboard boxes around him. And then we'll ship him safely to the ring. Rollins can kick the box a few times, curb stomp it. They'll take him out in bits.
Here's what then. What do you think his favor will be with Paul Heyman?
I don't know. Maybe to get a couple whores at WrestleMania. I don't know. Maybe that's it. I think he's gonna order him some hose.
Nothing to do with wrestling.
all about wrestling. Yeah. Oh, the other thing. Yeah, I'm sure there's some kind of plan going on where maybe he's gonna end up with the Oofalafa.
He's gonna main event one of the nights of WrestleMania. That's
that's probably it.
I just don't know how Paul Heyman could do this. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe if one of Heyman's guys has the main event night, the main event spot for one of the nights, and Punk could say, "Yeah, switch. I'm on the opener. Let me finish." Yeah. Maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's going to be super hot because CM Punk is like totally over with everybody these days, in one way or another.
I mean, Jey Uso is more over than his whole family, damn near. So, I mean...
Merch table Jey Uso. Yeah. Coming to your city for the holidays.
You know WWE's trying to kill that. You're like, oh, no. We didn't expect him to get this over.
Look at Sasha Reigns here the whole time. She's telling us everything right now. Look at that. It's all on the screen. Everybody get on YouTube and start chatting with us. The thing I'm interested is MJF and Adam Cole going face to face. That is happening tonight. I'm not interested in it. They have two things they're promoting as far as mic things that are going on. One is Sasha Banks coming out and talking to the audience, which is the shits. And then a face-to-face between two smaller gentlemen. One that I like on the mic, not so much in the ring. He's all right in the ring. And then Adam Cole, I just don't care about this. What do you guys think?
No, Adam Cole he's not good for business. I don't know the fixation that some of these people have with him. I don't see anything in him, ever. I never have.
It's just the baby. They like that, right?
That's whatever. It's 130 pounds.
So we're talking about like pretty much one of these AJ Styles things where the kids all do the flipping of the the sweatshirt or the hood and the ooh and all. Like I get kids liking that and all, but you guys are like grown ass adults out here babying, and then we get a little guy. We're still supposed to believe that he's going to beat and wrestle guys. I can't suspend my disbelief. He's not even wearing a lucha mask. Doing that.
It would make more sense if that happened.
Exactly. But I'm supposed to believe 150-pound yellow human being out here is going to beat anybody. I can't stand it.
But in AEW, it doesn't stand out as much. Yeah.
It's true, yeah. In AEW doesn't stand out as much because they got a lot of yellow people that are small in that promotion, but
Gross.
yeah. And
It's a shame. He really had a thing in NXT. Yeah, he didn't deserve to be someone's manager. There is plenty he could do with a smaller fellow like him, and they were doing something, but they've just tried to recreate that over in AEW, and the same thing that happens in WCW and what also happens in TNA when that happens. It often fails. It's never as good as the original. People go, yeah, it was nice to see him and nice to call him a different name, but it wasn't the same as when he was on program XYZ.
Is he just considered cute? Because people have been raving about his promos, and anytime I see his promos, I am just like, okay, so you're Adam Cole. All right. But it doesn't resonate with me at all.
He's always going to be an indie wrestler. He can't get out of that fucking zone. Like that's what it is. So you got the neck beards that are hardcore into indie and AEW that are bay-baying the shit out of him and whatever.
Where's Aleister Black been? He's been around, right? But he's just here and there like how they do everybody else in AEW.
Isn't he just waiting for his contract to run out now because Triple H is in charge? It always struck me that he was one of those that as soon as Triple H was running the show over in WWE, Aleister Black was like, I'm going to wait to go back over there.
Yeah.
You know what I would do with that? If he actually made his way back to WWE, you take AOP from the Karrion Kross group, you get them out of there, and then you install him as his partner, backstage like we're creeps type guys.
Thinking the same thing. That would be so perfect. AOP.
Yeah. They have a lot that they can do. I still like them, but they need to do it separate from being in a faction. There's not enough time or room for them. So have them go beat up some tag teams. It's kind of crazy. You know what? We don't see jobbers like anymore, ever. It's like a treat to get a jobber these days. We used to get them all the time. They have too many wrestlers. It's crazy how many wrestlers they have. The AOP's out here just on like in the backstage all the time, all big and for nothing. Just wild. But
yeah, they should be more involved with the tag team scenarios. And just they need to leave that faction. It's not doing them good and they're it's
nothing for them at all.
And there's a rumor that AJ Lee might be coming back. And you know what? I could give a shit. No, I didn't even really watch that era, but like, what's the big deal? I guess it's just the 20-year-olds or something that remember her from the past and are just going to be all pumped about it, like a nostalgia hit. But other than that, like, she's another like Adam Cole sized person that I'm supposed to believe is going to be coming out here and beating up everybody. At least Ivy Nile has muscles.
Ivy Nile's got, if used right, she's going to be a fucking beast. She's going to be great.
Yeah, Ivy Nile is going to be something special. But my thing with AJ Lee is, and I ask everybody this, what do you miss about AJ Lee? Because to me, she's only known for one promo. She had that one good promo night. Can't remember when it was. And it seems like after that, people has just been worshiping the floor she walks on. And she's never done anything for me. Yeah, she's pretty, but I mean, as far as wrestling matches, I can't think of a wrestling match she's been in other than the match she had with Nikki.
No, and she's been gone for like what, 15 years now? Like,
but even before that, Sleaze, she had a short run. Before that short run, she was nothing. Nobody cared about her.
She was the anti-diva in the diva era, and so people remember her standing out against the Bellas for that. And then Stephanie McMahon appeared, and she invented women's wrestling, didn't she? A little bit after that, and then we got the women's revolution, and then we got rid of the divas era, and then we got back to women's wrestling, where every time the blokes get something, the women get a tribute act, and they're allowed to do the exact same thing later on, whether it's a match type, so we have 2 Hell in a Cells at a pay-per-view, or now whether we have like 2 world champions, or even more recently, we've got 2 US champions, 2 intercontinental champions, and it's just everything the men, rather than letting them have their own thing, we're like going, oh, that's cute. There you go, ladies. You can do your version of it now.
Well, AJ
It's
Lee
just
was
gone way
around
too
too.
far.
AJ Lee was around too before, like, I hate to say it, the Sasha Banks, the Charlottes, the Becky Lynches, before they came in. You know, so it was sort of like a lull for women's wrestling, where it was still like that diva, pretty girls, you know, slapping each other shit.
Hey, what is everybody's favorite 2 promotions? We kind of talked about this before, but say out of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, Collision, TNA, NWA, we'll just stick with that. Things that are actually on my radar that are available to me. If you had to take 2 of them, which would you take? And I already think I know, but I would love to know what the 2 promotions that would make it out of there. Let's start with you, Reezy. Who are you taking?
TNA, WWE.
No, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. We're splitting them all up.
Yeah, we're talking shows,
So
right?
TNA and Monday Night Raw.
Danny?
Yeah, Monday Night.
I'm going to go the same, to be honest. Although I'll be completely honest, I haven't watched any TNA since just before lockdown time. Before, I mean, the pandemic lockdown, not the TNA pay-per-views lockdown. But in like the noughties, I was all over TNA, and I would have just said, yeah, that was better than what WWE, especially in the late noughties, what WWE were putting out at the time. TNA's always got that potential to just get one decent big star and just get everything just burning right and to really stand out. I mean, they're not going to beat WWE, obviously. I'm not going to be daft and claim that, but they're always just in a position where they just need to get 1 or 2 really good things right, and they could make a big impact, pardon the pun. Mm-hmm. But AEW had that opportunity as well, and he's just fucking blown it, hasn't he? But yeah, with the WWE brand, I'd probably say Raw's the most interesting just because of the Netflix deal at the minute. When Raw was 3 hours and boring and stale, SmackDown was hot. And with Roman Reigns' more recent push with his big belt, with his big title reign, that made SmackDown really hot as well. Whereas Raw was like 3 hours. I don't want to watch 3 hours.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a long answer.
No, that's good. Sleaze?
You're both wrong. It's Dynamite and Collision.
No Rampage?
That's a close third. No, I'd say Raw and SmackDown.
All right. Raw's killing it right now. And I'm going NXT Raw. Those are my 2. So Raw cleaned house. That is this show's favorite show. We'll just go with that. Yeah.
Right.
Monday Night Raw. And it should get way, way better. I mean, they are promoting the hell out of this thing. And I wonder what the numbers are going to look like for Netflix. How many people are actually going to get Netflix that never would even dream of it just because Monday Night Raw is on it. For some people, it's like church. You just can't miss it. You got to at least have it on in the background.
I'm not going to wait for the numbers from anybody else but Dave Meltzer because he knows what he's talking about.
He is a number cruncher. He's out here. Look at him.
Yep. Licking up those numbers.
Fighting with every mark that's out there. He's like, I can't believe they don't see this. And it's like, see what?
Yeah.
AEW is out here floundering. And you're telling us how great of a job they're doing. Oh, they got this deal. They got that deal. I don't care. I'm not getting paid. I just want good, entertainment to watch. So when I'm doing these shows, I'll have something to talk about other than, Claudio versus Darby Allin. I know they've been pumping this up this week, but
really?
Does anybody care that's happening tonight?
No, I care that Claudio's getting shut on being over there, but if he doesn't care, I don't really see why I should care anymore.
Well,
Well, he's probably tripled his
Yeah.
income over there, so he doesn't.
That is insane. Just the amount of money a lot of these guys and ladies over there are just given for what? Like, we had a fraction of that at WWE.
John Moxley is making $6 million a year.
Wow.
That's like close to like Roman Reigns money. You're not Roman Reigns.
He's got his own bus, probably.
Jericho's making $5 million.
Do they have their own buses over there?
In AEW? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good question.
Because I mean, that's when you know you're like at the top of the business. If you Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes with his nightmare, special bus there and everything.
I think Swerve has his own bus.
Really?
I think he does, but I don't think
Swerve is getting money to have a luxury, like, wow, really? Wow. Like, I like Swerve. I think he's good and everything, but shit, Tony Khan got crazy money, huh? This is like if Elon Musk got involved in wrestling, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
his dad's got crazy money. His dad's got crazy money.
We're talking like multiple billions, right?
Yeah. Most of it comes from
it's
dad,
Ted Turner.
But here's the thing: Tony Khan pays a lot of people to sit at home and do nothing.
Yeah,
he hires talent. He's just throwing money out there, just hiring talent he don't need, and it's just getting pathetic. One of the worst wrestlers on there is Hologram. If you guys ever seen this guy is the shit. Worst gimmick.
He's probably making $3 million a year.
Worst gimmick ever.
What is his gimmick? He's a hologram?
He's a hologram. He comes out looking like a luchador. He lights up and he just botches everything he does. This is like on another level cringe.
Sin Cara Part 2?
Yeah. Sin Cara, that's basically what he is, Sin Cara Part 2.
Which
This is
is
basically
interesting.
a character. I guarantee this is a character. He was just playing video games, WWE 2K, said, hey, I got an idea. I'm going to create a character named Hologram.
It's the shits.
Like, what are we doing?
Oh, man.
It sounds a bit like the suicide character they made in TNA, specifically for the video game.
Yeah. There was
the description you said then, yeah.
Yeah.
The difference is Suicide was more over than that guy. Suicide was more over than Sin Cara.
But Sin Cara was one. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Funny you mentioned Sin Cara after saying about Tony Khan paying people to stay at home. Because some of it is being nice, and he knows that those people weren't going to get any work or would get very little work. But Vince McMahon hired people like Sin Cara just so other people couldn't get them on his roster. And Tony Khan's it's another thing Tony Khan does that makes him very similar to Vince. He's also doing that to block WWE from making offers. But Sin Cara was a great example of that. Vince didn't really know what he wanted to do with it. Rey Mysterio was still really hot in the company. Rey Mysterio still had years left on his contract, or at least he could see him being in WWE. And it was just greedy and mean. And they just got Sin Cara just so other people couldn't use him.
And he tried to make another Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Vince been trying to do that for years. Kind of like, let's not forget, he tried to turn Alberto Del Rio into Eddie. That didn't work out for the
And then you have who's the luchador now that they have? Dragon Lee. That's the new Rey Mysterio. But that should work better, but it's almost like they're kind of keeping him on a back burner. Kind of squeezing the last drops of a Rey Mysterio out.
The thing with Dragon Lee is good, but it just seems like WWE, this is where most luchadors, WWE just don't know how to book them or what to do with them. He's either sitting at home or we don't see him on TV in months. And when he does come on TV, they don't introduce him.
Yeah.
Like it's just a guy in a luchador mask that's just there.
Or he comes out and he has got the slow-mo screen at the beginning. I remember the first couple of times he did his entrance, he would just fuck it all up because it's supposed to be slow-mo, but he's coming out so fast doing weird stuff that they would always just cut away from it. And I'm like, that's actually a really good idea for, you know, his whole garb and his look and everything. But then I forget what he would do, but he would make it look terrible, you know? It'd be like coming out there and making a funny face in slow-mo instead of just like knowing it's about to happen. But you were going to say something, please?
Oh, no, I'm listening to you guys about this. My big thing is let Rey Mysterio retire and just have him as a coach for all these luchador guys that come in. You know, he's the one that's done it right for decades. You know, just not like make a division for him or anything, but he knows about that type of wrestling.
Yep.
And the presentation, to be honest.
Yeah, plus, Mysterio's starting to look like a fucking large turkey out there flying through the air. A nice little butterball. You know?
It's like a tiny barrel.
I always feel bad for him too. Like he'll take some nasty bumps still, and you're just like, Jesus, like how are you still doing this? You know what
Yeah, he's an old man. Jesus.
He looks like Vern Troyer when he takes off the mask. Oh yeah, that's really all I got. I mean, I got a couple more things we could talk about Collision, but I mean, who gives a shit?
Nobody cares about Collision.
I think we just killed it. We did it all. We talked about everything in the past week that was relevant in sports, entertainment, and you know, do more out there. Can you guys like have more sex with each other, get in fights, you know, get some more things going on so we can like discuss this, because you guys have been pretty drama free, especially WWE. You're giving us all this good content that makes sense. There's very little to make fun of. There's no news, no real entertaining news. I mean, I'm making lemonade out of lemons here with like Paul Heyman just posted online the other day and he's showing you the ocean and this is where I am, and like it's like a lot of boring stuff. And you know what? Show us yourself on the beach in your underwear there, Paul Heyman. That would be more exciting. I mean, if you're there, we know what you're going to do. You're going to go put on your Speedos and you're going to go out and dance around with the bloodline, number one, in the sand and have fun and get tans and all this stuff so you don't have to spray them on.
He needs to oil up all the Usos.
See, this is the part of the show where I just start babbling, making up stuff that's actually real. You know, like Paul Heyman in the bloodline in Speedos, greased up, just playing volleyball on the beach and riding motorcycles.
That's a disturbing picture right there.
Hopefully Jimmy Uso's not riding a motorcycle.
Yep.
He has a bad history of vehicles, so
wait until I get a picture online of it and I post it up using not AI, but a real photo, and then we'll see who the fake news is around here. Not me, Reezy.
Did you see any of those AI-made photographs of Jim Cornette and Vince Russo hugging?
Yes.
I guarantee both of them, when they'd have seen it, they'd have been upset.
They got a Goldberg. And Bret
I saw that one. Yeah.
They have
And
Christmas sweaters on together.
Brett still looks real pissed off, doesn't he? He's just like...
I gotta pull those photos. We just gotta go through them all. Maybe next week we'll have a whole session where we just look at some of these professionally done photos that everybody's been taking lately, because they're totally real to me.
So
everything
good.
I see online, I just believe. So that's what everybody should do.
Everything's true.
Good game, guys. We killed it. We knocked it out of the park again. We're doing it every 2 p.m. on Saturday. It's also being turned into a podcast in this live stream here that you've been listening to and watching. So go to SoundCloud, go to Apple Podcasts, go to all the podcasts everywhere, because we're on all them stations. So download the Dr. Hugenstein Show, the Dr. Huge Show worldwide. We're everywhere. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, X. Retweet this.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans
Patreon.
probably coming soon. I mean, there are a lot of podcasts popping up on there, believe it or not. True story. Actual true story.
True story.
So Thank you, Danny Damage, for showing up. Thank you, Reezy, with your TNA expertise. And, of course, the Sleaze in the house. Thank you for showing up. And we will do this again next week. And we're going to get a lot of Sleaze this week on the show. Is that what's happening?
More Sleaze.
Next 2 weeks.
Wow, next 2 weeks. Holy shit.
I'm off for the next 2 weeks,
Nice.
bud.
So we're going to be doing a lot of goofing on this stuff. And
More
Danny,
Sleaze is best for business, right?
that's right. And
Right.
Danny will be on Tuesday. And Reezy, if you have a night off sometime, join us, of course.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'm gonna have a bunch of nights off, so
Yeah, just let me know
Make up
whenever.
an hour.
If I go live, even send me a message. Say, hey, send me a link. I'll send
all
over
right,
a link.
cool, man.
All right, everybody. Good game again, and we'll talk to you all later.
The man. The man. The man. I am the man.
But what I'm most thankful for,
The man.
is breaking Becky Lynch's face.
This is Larry Wiggum from the New England Patriots, and you listen to the Dr. Hughes Show.
Yep. Dr. Huge, back with the Sleaze. I hear myself on the TV, by the way, Sleaze.
Oh, my God. All right. I guess we can't use that.
Monday Night Sleaze.
Finally. Hold
We're
on.
doing it again. Yes. So this is the Dr. Huge Show, everybody. Get liking, get subscribing, get sharing out there. You know, I got to move my arms around a bunch for AI to like this show because we need that these days. That's a new thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're
I think
boring, right?
Huh?
Is that what it is? We're boring because we don't do this?
We're funny, but we got to like hype it up and be high energy for no reason, like Booker T on NXT.
So every time I talk, you got to do this.
We should do something like that. Yeah, I think
All right.
so. Maybe become more Italian. You know, we got to probably start body painting and doing hot tub
I can do that.
streams. Nice. Cool. That's the plan, everybody. So you're going to want to subscribe for all that, right? Sasha Reigns, hello to you. She's out here.
Hit the button.
Yeah, hit the button, Sasha Reigns. You're on YouTube right now. Smash that like. We need at least that one. Please and thank you. All right. We got so much to talk about. We can talk about this guy, Logan Paul. We could talk about this guy. What do you want to talk about?
What do we want to talk
How
about?
about very firstly, we talk about this Sports Illustrated. They picked all the best stuff of the year.
Yes.
We agree or disagree with this because we're experts. Sports Illustrated, what do they know about pro wrestling, right?
We'll find out.
Men's Wrestler of the Year, Cody Rhodes.
I knew that was coming.
No yeet.
No yeet.
No yeet from me too. That's double no yeets already.
No yeet.
No yeet.
Why is Cody Rhodes not the Wrestler of the Year?
Oh, I mean, if you had him last year with that whole I gotta end the story thing, I'd say yeah, because that was captivating and he is a good wrestler and stuff. But this year, no.
That was this year too. He did. Well, yeah, that was.
Oh,
No, it was the second time around this year. Wow.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah. I can see why they did that, but I don't agree. Not my cup of tea.
Yep. No yeet from Philly Sports Pride. Sorry for your loss. Right?
No yeet.
Yeah, I know you don't like that either. That was a bad loss, bro. I know people got concussed and things. Your best player there.
Yeah.
But shit, man. The Washington Commanders just like fucking just took a shit on all of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you got that on top of the drones. Like, do you guys really need that much more stress? So sad to see. So again, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Not really. But yeah. I'm sure they'll be okay, right? I'm talking about the Eagles, folks. You guys know. Yeah. It's Jeff who cares about that loss. I figured it would be. You know, you
He'll
tried
be
to
fine.
sneak in here. He's trying to be a lurker, Sleaze. Is that still a thing? Lurking?
Lurking, yes.
I don't know. I want more lurkers. Everybody share this to more lurkers. You know, if you want to talk in the chat too, that's obviously okay. See, shout out to you. Everybody go to his channel too. Subscribe there if you like Philly sports rants, mainly.
And lurkers.
Yep. He be lurking.
Mm-hmm.
I see you out here fighting with all the journalists, Jeff. I see you. What is up with this mixer tonight? Anyway, there's really no format to this show tonight. You know, we're coming up on the holidays. I threw some shit together. We got things that we're still going through this list, but I'm just warning you, you're going to get the greatest show ever in your life still.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be even more jumbled than usual. So
even unprepared, it's the greatest show ever.
Yep. That's right. And you're a part of it. Everybody's a part of it. In the whole universe. Yeah.
Hand movements. Sorry.
Thank you for doing the robot. Yep. Women's Wrestler of the Year. You ready for this one, folks?
Oh, God, yeah.
Toni Storm.
Of the year?
No.
That's a clear no yeet from the Sleaze.
Hasn't she been out like for months? Or am I dumb?
Yeah, towards the end, but I guess they're classifying the whole year with the timeless gimmick and then maybe giving that bump to Mariah May. That's my guess.
All right. No yeet.
No yeets.
No yeet for me too.
No yeets.
I mean, we don't even have to name other people. I don't think that's actually necessary. You fill in the blank, everybody out there. You know who's better, and because it wasn't Toni Storm. Sorry, Toni Storm. You had a great year. The timeless gimmick was over. They've been doing that a bunch. I'm just not into the goofy faces. Definitely not into you coming back into this old character where you're like a teenager that likes 80s rock music or something. Like, what? That stinks. And if she's the wrestler of the year, how would it make any sense for them to put her up on Rampage for her first match back on AEW? That's not like top woman of the year material. And then Rampage is gone now.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't Rampage just get canceled?
Yeah. Dead. It's gone. And people, they're like, yeah, well, we've been expecting that. We already know this with the TV deals and the maxes and stuff. But you know what? I'm not getting max for extra AEW. They're still going to do Dynamite and Collision. That's all I need. I mean, come on. Netflix and Max, is it really a good idea to do all this streaming stuff at the same time? Or is it they're really just trying to pull us all in and just get us off TV in one fell swoop, at least the wrestling people?
The only reason to get Max for AEW is to go back to look at their old stuff when they used to be good. That would be the only reason to subscribe.
The old stuff, you mean Skinamax? Yes.
Exactly. Yes.
Yep, Skinamax was the best. Many Higrum's been had on Skinamax. But AEW Max, yeah.
No
yeet.
No yeet.
Uh-oh. Liv had not Liv. Sasha Reigns, then Now Forever, says Liv should have been number one, and CM Punk should have been number one, to be honest. Holy crap.
I agree with the second one, but the first one's tough because a lot of guys have been good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and Liv Morgan, yeah, I think she's female wrestler. I agree.
Yeah, I'm with you. She's doing the whole thing is just going correctly with her and Dirty Dom. And then the Judgment Day is really them at this moment. They try to make Finn the leader. He has been like around the longest. But if he's gonna keep losing title matches, he is mid card now.
Yeah, exactly. They got something planned for him anyway. I think he's just floating along.
Yeah.
For the time being, so.
Poor Finn too, because I'm starting to like him now. Now that he's all bad and he does the Popeye face and all this.
Yeah, it's great stuff. He's doing good shit.
The breakout star of the year, Jacob Fatu.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Same here. That's a big eat. Very obvious.
He loves so
Loves him so much. Yep. He sets his bath water for him every night. Does it all.
Yeah.
Way better than the wise man. The wise man only gives back rubs, in his Speedo.
On a beach.
Yeah, after the volleyball matches on the beach.
Yeah. That was good shit.
Hey, he was taking pictures of it in real life and showing us this wonderful view. It was obvious what was going to happen next, volleyball with the bloodline in Speedos.
And ironically, we talked about it, and it was shortly after he posted those photos online. I mean,
did it cut me off again? No, I'm back. What the hell? This all right. Either the ghosts are real, or my mixer's fucked up. I'm sure my mixer's just fucked up.
Or it's YouTube because they've done it before.
YouTube. They don't want us talking about this. Yep. We can't talk about Paul Heyman and his Speedos playing on the beach frolicking.
No yeet.
No yeet.
He has no problem with it. He loves it. He's proud of it.
Yeah. So, I keep looking at this. The list is up here. So next up, match of the year, Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay.
I knew it was going to be Ospreay in some kind of match. You could just pick any of his matches.
No yeet.
Yeah.
No yeet. No yeet.
I mean, we could say Darby Allin Ospreay last week.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. He is a great wrestler, but why do we care?
Yeah, why is it match of the year? That's what I wanted. Sports Illustrated or whoever's doing this.
Well, the thing is, I'll take it. I'll say yeet just because. What do I know? The best matches I've seen all year are mainly like Sheamus, Gunther. One of them were in it probably. And that's why the Cody Rhodes thing doesn't work for me at all as the top wrestler of the year, because Gunther's better on the mic. He's better in the ring. He has a better gimmick. The end.
Yeah.
That's all. What more do you need than all that to be better than somebody? Then, I don't care if he laid down and took the 3-second tan for Cody Rhodes. I'm still on my fuck Cody Rhodes shit.
Yeah. And it's tough, too. I mean, there's so much good content when it comes to actual just physical wrestling. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it's quick for the fucking Meltzers of the world to say, well, Ospreay and whoever he fought.
Mm-hmm. Match of the year, Sasha Reigns picks CM Punk and Drew. Which, it's just those types of matches are spot fests.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now we did this move. Now we cut each other. Now let's walk over here and move this object and do this. And okay, right. It's not really a wrestling match.
Yeah,
I'll just off the top of my head go Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay have to be better than that. Was it entertaining? Sure, but was it much of a wrestling match?
Yeah,
not really. And why is that acceptable, right? But everybody booed Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, and Seth Rollins when they were doing that shit and almost killing each other in there. I didn't think it was that bad, to be honest. Not for this was actually from that match.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. To try to think like this general fan base is painful. It really is. Because I don't know why they would pick certain things. I don't know why they boo certain things. It's mind-numbing to even try to understand it.
They're still going.
They're mad.
I didn't even hit it again.
They're so upset that they just continued.
That was the same show. Where we got this. I've seen worse matches than that. I don't know. I know that was years ago. Bray Wyatt has RIP'd since. And we haven't done it properly, actually. So there you go, Bray. There's a couple of them. And then how about the Wyatt 6? Everybody's thinking they're the shits now. And my thinking on it is they built them up so fast and so big. It's like they kind of put the cart before the horse. Like now after the big, all these videos and vignettes, and the entrance is super fucking long. Now we just get wrestling matches with Eric Rowan and, guys and girls we've already seen before. So I think that's pretty much it. Plus the amount of time that they're getting. But yeah.
Well, we talked about it too. I think it's just strictly out of respect for Bray, for Bo Dallas. You know what I mean? I think that's why it seems so rushed, and so we're going to present it and not really do anything with it. It's very, very just midline stuff.
No, get better, Wyatt Six. And I know they should, and they will. It's just that they pumped them up so much to be like these major boogeymen that almost at this point, I say let the final testicle go all the way, because I've always liked them. And they bring you the scary, but it's not as like the Wyatt Six stuff is kid type scary stuff.
Yeah.
Where
Exactly.
the final testicle, just the name alone is terrifying.
Right. It says testicle.
Nobody wants just one. You got only
scare
one.
any little kid is a testicle.
They're like, what's that? They don't even know what it is.
And it's the final one.
Right. We know what that means. We're like, damn.
No.
Yeah, it's no yeet.
Jesus.
Yep. So we just skipped right over the match of the year and why we thought it shouldn't be. I'm just saying, sure, let them have it. AEW generally puts on better wrestling matches, but I don't really watch AEW because I need stories. I want to be entertained. I'm not like some wrestling nerd that's going to sit here and watch New Japan in the middle of the night. You can go fucking kick rocks with that. That's silly.
No.
I do things. I have a life. All right. Sorry. I take showers. I wipe after I take a dump. I have time to do other things.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can have your Bryan Danielsons and your Will Ospreys and shine them up real nice sideways.
King Reezy is here.
What? King Reezy in the house. Do you want to jump on with us tonight? It's as easy as sending one of these links. You can do it live, always.
Live. But you got to move your hands and be animatronic.
Yeah. Be more animated. You're going to sleep on these shows, Reezy. You're laying back. You're laying on your bed. You're pulling a Justin on us. So show of the year. I mean, this is pretty obvious. What's the show of the year pretty much every year now?
Dynamite.
No. WrestleMania.
Oh.
XL. Best show of the year. I mean, come on. Anybody knows this. Sports Illustrated.
I mean, that's an easy one.
Super easy. Story of the year. Another slam dunk.
It was the I got to finish my story.
With who?
Cody Rhodes.
Who else?
And Roman Reigns.
Who's a part of?
The Bloodline.
Yeet. The Bloodline saga. I mean, which includes all of that. So you really weren't wrong. Because Cody did overcome the Bloodline, and now he's been helping them to come back, which is kind of stupid. And good for Kevin Owens. Go after him. I hope you drop him on his head a couple dozen more times, because then we can get photos like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a friendly photo. I think Cody was massively constipated, and Kevin Owens was just helping his pal out, and he just took it the wrong way.
Yeah, that's all. That's all. He was shaking him up to, maybe let the diarrheas out or something. Who knows? We're spitballing here, folks. We don't know what's going on here.
That's what happened after. I'll tell you that.
I say eventually I got to make a thumbnail with like a toilet seat. Kevin Owens' arms out of there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just exploding.
I seen this one guy. He posted this picture up, right? And then in his comments, this girl writes, "That picture is hot. It looks like he's crumbing inside me." I'm going to say crumbing. Wow. I was like, wow.
No hits.
Oh God.
He's like, these kids these days, they're crazy.
He's crumbing inside me.
Yep.
Wow.
Uh-oh, the bot is back. Well, look at this. It's like extra words. What's this, bot? The hell, you don't even have a name. All right. It's obviously, though, constipated. It's obvious. Or he's crumbing right now, I guess.
He's crumbing hard.
He's crumbing his little American nightmare parents.
He might want to get that checked out because it looks like it fucking hurts.
Maybe he was just in such shock that one of his good friends would try to, like, pretty much end his life after a fake wrestling match. So, I mean, that part was fake. This part was real.
That part's real. Look at his eyes.
Because look at his face. Can't make that up.
No.
Here, let's play this with it.
What do we want to talk about?
We want to talk about that, Cody.
Yeah.
What's going on there, bud?
Every week, I'll take it. I'll take more Cody Rhodes as a good guy champion if every week Kevin Owens comes out and puts him in this position and he has like a Britney Spears mic, say, like attached to his head, and then he goes,
"What do we want to talk about?"
Boom.
That's how you start Raw on Netflix.
Yeah. 80 bajillion viewers watch Kevin Owens throw Cody Rhodes on his head for the second time in a row while he said,
"What do we want to talk about?"
He catches him mid, "What do you want to talk about?"
Before he says about, he gets fucking slammed.
What do we want to talk about?
Boom.
That's the worst catchphrase ever, everybody. I mean, come on, get on board with us. It's the worst. Don't say it's the best. They've been telling us it's the best. 67% of Twitter believes what do you want to talk about is not cringe.
What do we want to talk about?
It's fucking cringe.
It wouldn't be so bad. It's his fucking, the way he says it. You know, it's like, yeah, you could come out and be like, "Hey, what do you want to talk about?" Yay, but he's,
"What do we want to talk about?"
Fucking dumb. It's stupid.
Yeah. All right, get off our screen. This is bothering me. I won't look at you anymore.
I can't look at him.
Yeah.
I will put money on the fact that he is going to come out on Netflix and he's going to say, "Hey, Netflix, what do you want?
What do we want to talk about?"
Mm-hmm.
Cash money.
Yep. But please, Triple H, bring Kevin Owens back out. Let him do that all over. Like, because why not? And then he can wait a couple more months to come back and, party on his little grunk bus that he has now. All these wrestlers have buses, apparently. This is news to me, I only found out when The Rock was whipping him, earlier at WrestleMania that he had the whole nightmare bus. But, hey, good for these guys. They're on the road 24/7. It's way better than flying, in my opinion. Getting on these planes now is like getting on a fucking city bus. It stinks.
It's the shits.
The shits.
One of the first ones that started that was Big Show because obviously, the room factor. So he bought his own bus. And then everybody else, like Cody Rhodes, got their own, Gronk bus.
Yep. When you think about it, when you're like damn near 500 pounds and you're that big, do you really want to get inside one of those little tubes 30,000 feet in the air?
No, and that's exactly why he got it.
It's insane.
That sucked.
No hits.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And remember it just reminds me of the whole plane ride from hell. Did you watch the behind the music on that, basically, whatever they call that show?
Yeah.
That was the funniest. They tried to make it so like creepy and scary, like the music and like when Ric Flair was helicoptering his dick and going towards, and they're like showing him in the smoke and the fake Ric Flair, and then the woman's like scared out of her mind, and they're playing like Freddy Krueger music.
They were like, the guy doing the narrative was like, and then like he made her touch his penis, and it's like the most ominous fucking music.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like all this awful sounding stuff, and then everybody online, I'm reading like people talking about it online while I'm watching it, and they're just like, "Oh, this is," how outraged they are by everything.
I had to take a shower after. It was fucking gross.
But just like you had that incident, and you had X-Pac cutting Michael P. Hayes' ponytail off. Like that sounds like my kind of guys. Like that.
Yeah.
What a party! He cut off his ponytail and then they taped it to his door at the arena.
And then in the middle of it, like Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, beat the shit out of Mr. Perfect. Like to the point they thought like they were gonna go through the goddamn side of the plane.
Brock Lesnar, he shoulder tackled Mr. Perfect right into that emergency door, and everybody like wigged out. They were like, no. They yelled. That's when it like kind of broke up. And they said it happened. It happened because somebody sprayed a bunch of shaving cream on sleeping Brock Lesnar's head, and then slapped it.
And meanwhile, Vince and Linda are in first class doing absolutely nothing about it.
Telling JR, you go deal with it.
Yeah, you go deal with it. You go deal with the 12 fucking huge guys that are fucking around.
That show is just even, there's so much that happened. And Razor Ramon got totally fucked on like, I don't know, like mind-altering, all kinds of mind-altering drugs. What do they call them? The somas.
Yeah.
I still don't technically know what that is. What the fuck is a soma? Is that just
I don't think he does either.
But yeah, he was out of it. Dustin Rhodes, Gold Dust was up there singing country music to Terry Runnels, right? And she's no selling it, of course.
Yeah, they had broken up and he wanted to like woo her with his fucking singing because he was hammered. This should have been in the days of fucking smartphones because I want to see this footage.
I just remember they were out in like what, Europe? Was it Europe where they were?
Yeah, yeah, it was on a Europe trip. So it was like a fucking 12-hour flight.
Oh my god. Yeah, I got to go back and watch that now. And like I said, the best part about it, everybody, is how they tried to make it look so scary and make it sound scary. And it just, it's a bunch of big idiots in a plane getting wasted together. That's what it was.
Yeah. A lot of people got fired. I think it was Razor, Mr. Perfect got fired. Like a lot of people did get fired.
Yeah, Razor's like no slouch. You get fired. You're that fucking big in the business. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even remember. I think they came out and said he doesn't even remember the plane flight. 12 hours of your life.
Did you ever see the Iron Sheik's roast later in his life?
Yes.
And his manager goes up there, or no, it was somebody before the manager. Basically makes a lame Owen Hart joke, and Razor Ramon just takes over, and he grabs the mic, and he's like, "You're talking about Owen Hart and blah blah blah, and you're a jabroni." And blah. It was wild, but it was worth watching just for that. Everyone, so go check that out. R.I.P. to everybody involved with that video. I guess.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
A lot of them died young, and I can't imagine why.
Yeah. She made it pretty good. I mean, not Razor didn't, but no. Razor was such in bad shape when I seen him on with DDP and stuff.
Oh yeah.
The clicking. Remember, he would move around and click, and it's just like, jeez, man.
Yeah, he fucked himself.
Yep. So wrestling, it's a great job to go into and great career to have, kids. Get to be in a rental car and hotel 24 hours a day, and then go take a bunch of bumps and get fake hips at 40.
Yeah. Painkillers and coke.
Yeah. All right, we're still going on with this list. There's about 4 more. with the Sports Illustrated. They think the rivalry of the year, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk.
I could eat that. I could eat that.
Yep, same here. That's double yeet. No. Who's no yeeting?
No.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, they were going at each other pretty tough. I think this year, if all goes right and CM Punk doesn't crack his little glass bones in the next week or two or a month, then Seth Rollins and him will probably be the rivalry of next year.
Yeah. They, God willing, that CM Punk in his old age, and I think younger than me, but if he stays together, it's going to be probably up there, you know.
But you definitely punched your bump card way less.
Yeah.
You only punched it a few times compared to him. Yeah. Dozens of times. I mean, he fought in UFC.
Yeah,
I always forget that.
Yeah, got his ass kicked, but yes.
Did you ever see that picture of when he before the match and after the match, and he's in the same pose in the corner, and it just looks like he was like shot with a bunch of rubber bullets?
Yes.
That was crazy. Both them fights. Neither one worked out pretty well. Remember Triple H? Remember this, everybody? Remember Triple H took a picture of himself right after, I believe, the first match, and was just smiling with the TV behind him with him losing. Great times. That's all in the past now, though.
Oh, I love bitter shit.
Heel turn of the year. New Day.
New Day. Yeah, it's 100%.
That was a good one. Or it could be Gargano Ciampa, right?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know. I think nothing comes close to New Day. That's like a history-making turn.
Yep. 10 years in the making.
Yeah. They really wrote that story out.
Yeah. Who would have ever thought that the member that would be thrown out would be Big E, who became the biggest star of them all, let's face it. I mean, he got the title and held it and didn't lose to Brock Lesnar in like 5 seconds or any of that.
Yeah.
So he was like the one legit guy. And of course, stupid what's-his-face, Ridge Holland, had to do that belly-to-belly overhead that I tell all these dumb wrestlers, don't do the over-the-head belly-bellies.
No,
it's not good for business. Their heads come like this close to the mat sometimes, many of the times. And not only that, you did it outside the ring like a dumb fuck. Don't do that ever again.
Yeah, never. When I train my wrestlers, I tell them not to do that too.
Yeah. Your belly, retire those belly to bellies. It's only Bailey to bellies from now on for you, Ridge Holland, you piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Yeah, you piece of shit. Yeah. All right. So, we already talked about Rampage being done. We haven't talked about this, though. The best on the mic. Who do you think the best on the mic was this past year?
Best on the mic. Oh, jeez. I think it's got to be CM Punk.
No yeet.
No yeet.
Who was with CM Punk this year, though?
AJ Lee.
I mean, not sexually.
Drew McIntyre, right?
That's right. He did it.
That's a close second, but I don't agree. So it's wrong.
And he trolled CM Punk with it. Because there was a promo they did, I think, early on in their rivalry. They were both in the ring, and CM Punk's like, acting like as if he was great on the mic, and Drew McIntyre wasn't. So McIntyre played that back and trolled CM Punk like he.
Haha to you.
Yep, I am better on the mic. Take that. And CM Punk has to take that because now he's a bootlicking bitch, right?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins said it. It's reality now to me. I mean, even though he does dress up like derelict from Mugatu there, he's right that CM Punk, since he's come back, is a bootlicking bitch.
Yeah. If Seth Rollins says it, I agree, to be honest. So I thought CM Punk was something else, but nope, bootlicking bitch.
And then we have the very last thing in the Sports Illustrated end of the year best in the worlds, the tag team of the year.
Oh God.
Fraxium, which is Frazier and Axiom. Have you even seen them, Sleaze?
Who the fuck are these people? This is the first I've ever heard of it.
They're on NXT. This is Frazier right here a couple weeks ago, folks.
Wow.
I broke the news, breaking news. TMZ here. TM Huge. And yep, Frazier got his nose busted in real life.
Wow.
Then had to wrestle in another match, his tag match, won that match. He lost the first one, obviously, but then they won the tag match. Then the next week, Axiom took on Obafemi, lost to him because Obafemi is a beast. And then he had a tag match with him, passed out a few times, still won the match. So, I mean, I guess they are the best tag team of the year. The other ones from AEW, you know, the Young Bucks and the FTRs.
I was afraid they were going to say the Young Bucks, and then I was just going to throw up, just right on camera.
Yeah.
So I'm happy about that. They could have said anybody from any indie show and not say the Young Bucks, and I'd be happy.
I think they call them the EVPs now.
They're the Young Bucks. Don't try to change the fucking look.
Yeah.
They still suck.
But Frazier and Axiom are kind of like basically two luchador wrestlers. They move around really fast. I guess, you know, it's grown on me. It didn't seem like it was going to work out. It seemed like two guys that were like thrown together. Axiom wears a mask. Frazier looks like that. Exactly like that.
It's got very, very thin hair where you can see that.
Yeah, well, it's a little thin. Probably shave it someday, but I think he's trying to look more manly, you know, because of, you know, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I shave everything. Every single thing, folks. Booty cheeks, all of it. Imagine that. Yeah. And then I just cover myself in Diddy oils. Slide all over the place. That's what I do.
Yeah, while listening to R. Kelly.
I believe I can fly. And then I slide. And then I get this face. That's the whole plan. It's all about getting that face on. You know, whenever you're going out on a date or to the movies or you're doing anything, really, the end result should be you looking like this. Just the face, though, not upside down, getting pile driven on your neck.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I want to put that face on different bodies in different situations.
That girl is right. That face is kind of erotic when you think about it. That's the same face like Keanu Reeves made in the second Matrix when he was in Zion with Trinity.
Looks like the first time any guy gets pegged. Oh God!
Oh, poor Cody Rhodes. He's our champion, man.
He is. It's the American Nightmare.
Can't believe we're doing that to our champion.
Yeah, face of the company right there.
See, I could never do that to Gunther. Would never look like this.
No.
You think Gunther would look like this? He would never have that face on.
Right, or that position.
Mm-mm. And if you're listening on the radio and on the podcast, you really need to see this.
Yeah.
It's quite
Go to
something.
YouTube. This is something you can't just listen to. You have to visualize.
Oh, wow. Wow. I wonder if that's really a part of his moveset right there. Could be.
If not, bring it to your moveset.
So not Ethan Page. God, I always call him Ethan Page. Hangman Page. You know, the dirty, sweaty cowboy.
Yeah.
In AEW, he mentioned I hope they being the E. When they say they, it means the Illuminati in wrestling world. It's the WWE.
I thought you meant the blacks. I'm sorry.
Close, but nope. It's the dub, the E.
The dub.
And yeah, he didn't really upset people, but he made them think, you know, what the fuck are you talking about movesets for? You're a wrestler. So Hangman Page, you're getting called out now by CM Punk. You've been called out by Kevin Owens, goofing on you out there. And now Dominic Mysterio's goofing on you, bro. He's talking about movesets. And he's like, they asked him about some wrestler. He's like, I know his whole moveset. Like, when I wrestle him, it's going to be easy. I've done my homework. And I love it. I love that they're goofing on it.
Yeah, CM Punk made it clear, like, in the business, like, you don't say moveset. You know what I mean? Like, that's a video game, like, fucking interviewer thing to say. Because Paul Rosenberg got his balls busted for it. So, you don't say moveset.
Paul Rosen, I can't wait to face him in a Hell in a Cell soon. Some tribal combat. Mm-hmm. There can only be really one ultimate bald when it comes to talking wrestling.
Right.
And you're looking at him, folks. Yep.
Can I be the unbiased referee? Guest referee?
Absolutely.
Unbiased.
We're gonna make it happen. And then you can sneak me the knucks. We'll talk about it later.
All right.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I'll just blame. Not like I'll need him.
No.
What's his name? Peter Rosenberg?
Is it Paul or Peter? Paul Rosenberg is
Jason Paul? I don't know. It's Jason Pierre Paul?
Peter Paul?
I don't know. I'll take on him. I'll take on all of them. I'll fight Sam Roberts.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fight Helene Hallows Raleigh. That guy. I'll fight him too.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee. That's an easy head to punch.
Yeah.
It's big ass dome piece. Your O.J. Simpson head.
Right. If you can just get him to stop jumping around like a fucking asshole.
Watermelon head, I'll take you on.
Yep.
I'll fight Jim Ross if I have to. Who else? There's some ladies back there. Tell you what, I'll fight the whole women's roster on all the shows because I'm no coward.
Even mommy. You fight mommy.
I'll take her. This whole talk about how women they're all like tough and stuff, and they're gonna beat up everybody out here. And oh my god, look at the size of her and stuff like that. No way, not me. They might be able to beat up some of you guys out here. None of them are beating my ass. I'm a grown ass man.
I've seen his moveset, so
I got a dope move. I will put them in a crippler crossface. I make them hit themselves with their own hands.
Right.
You know, they're gonna anybody's gonna beat me up. Nia Jax's gonna beat me up. I mean, it would be a fight. She'd be a hell of a fight, but I would win.
Yep.
Put your money on
pull her hair.
Yeah.
Pull her fucking hair.
I have testosterone. I have I have like male hips. These things matter, folks. I will fuck a women's division up. Put me in it. I will go in it. I will be the champ. The first week, they got people over on AEW that fight like that. You know what I'm saying, Sleaze? And they're not even champions or anything. It's like,
I want to see you fight Sasha Banks.
Anybody else? Let's go through a list. I'll beat them all up.
Toni Storm, fucking female wrestler of the year.
Yep.
Beat her ass.
Yep.
Timeless or retarded.
The only way they're beating me is in a battle royal and they all turn on me. It's the only way it happen.
Yeah, but your moveset is so deep.
It's true.
You know?
It's true. I'll just start. I don't know what I would do. I just get thrown out, I think, in a battle royal still. But one-on-ones, I'll take 3 on at a time. I'll beat you all. Except not like you can't throw Gonzalez or Rodriguez or whatever name she gives herself these days and Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax at me. I can't take all 3 of them on at the same time.
No.
But I could one-on-one. So let's make it fair here, folks.
You know what you could do is have a real spectacle match where it's like the Royal Rumble, right? But you stay in and a new one comes out. And when you beat them, another one comes out. Right?
Oh, gauntlet matches, I believe.
Gauntlet, that's what it is.
Yes.
And then another, and then another.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I'd finish all within a minute. They'd all get finished.
Right.
Yep. It looked like blood sport out there. So tough. I gotta be what's his name, Andy Kaufman. I gotta bring the Andy Kaufman bit back, I'll wear sweatpants and stuff, just a full on just 70s sweatsuit.
And you know what you do, like what The Rock and what they're trying to do with the tribal chief shit is make your own belt. Fuck it.
Yeah, why not? Everybody's got one. I can have my own belt.
Dr. Huge Championship.
Intergender champion, but I'm the only male.
This is money.
I think so. Think about it, Trips. I know you're watching.
Yeah.
We're hitting on some things.
A lot of things, Trips.
Mm-hmm. Or how about this for a TV show? We just, of course, I'd be the main event, but then we get all these other weird marks with like crazy body types and have them fight the women too. And we'll set it up so many of them will lose, very easily. It'll be great.
Like the Peter Paul Rosenbergs.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have them fight.
Yes. Yeah.
They got to come out in singlets, though.
In a cage, though.
Yes.
With them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's more sports entertainment based. Right. They're going to be in a cage fighting almost to the death.
Yeah.
You know what? They fight to one of them can only be on WWE TV and the other one's got to go. And then you really let them fight.
There you go.
I think that would work, everybody.
They're going to be coming and looking for new shows for Netflix having to do with WWE. We just gave you at least 3 or 4 ideas.
Yeah, we're killing it, man.
Jesus.
So, yep. AEW needs us too because Rampage is done.
Yeah.
Done, son. Sorry, I got some cum in my mouth.
Goddamn Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. Where is he? He's got that face. Oh, damn. You got that throat meal.
He's shooting it all over the studio.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, wow, what else is going on here in the wrestling world? Logan Paul still sucks.
Yeah.
There's still that. I was thinking about him the other day again, like I always do. I always set aside at least 20 minutes to not meditate. I just think about Logan Paul. And I'm like, this fucking guy, he really is the male Hawk Tuah. He embodies everything that's wrong with society, entertainment, you name it. It where he came from was such a place of kids were I don't even want to call them millennial kids. I don't Gen Z kids, whoever in the 2000s or 20 teens early on. What the fuck? You really put this guy in all of our lives now, and especially in wrestling. It's on you guys, kids. And I know you're all buying into it. Oh, he's a good guy or he's a bad guy, or you don't care and you think he's a great wrestler. I don't care if he's a good wrestler. He's a terrible person. He's obnoxious. And I'm sick of all these influencer types online. Did you see any of that Jake Paul Tyson thing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you see some of the undercard? Because there was a match where a guy came out and it's he's the top influencer from Brazil or wherever.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting where these influencers all of a sudden are infiltrating pro sports. What is happening here?
Well, I get the entertainment factor of it and what they're trying to do, but it's just I get what they're doing business-wise, just like WWE hooking up with them. But people like this guy, I'm all right, he's from another country. He's the number one thing there or whatever. But it seemed like the Brazilian Logan Paul. He does music and he does this and he does that. And it's it's going to be mediocre as fuck, or somebody's actually doing the work and he's kind of you know what I mean? The front man for the business. The whole thing stinks. This Logan Paul coming back, I think it's best for business for WWE at the moment, but I don't know. It's just, it doesn't feel good seeing this guy around, especially with now a new crop of kids. They're all going to be like, oh, Logan Paul. And it's just, now he's in my life forever.
Yeah. And most people that see him on TV and all that stuff don't know that he's really a scumbag in real life. Like, he's a con artist and a shitbag. So that's why I don't like him, is I can't get beyond that when I see him. He's a great performer, great talker. And I can see why they use him. But I, for one, my personal opinion, I can't get beyond that you're a shitbag.
I think there's a lot of people that can do exactly what he does in the wrestling world and all this. It's just, he's taking up a spot.
Yeah.
It's not really necessary.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I get you're getting extra bucks out of it, WWE, but you know what? Like, who's next? Andrew Tate? Are we going to put him on TV now too in the WWE? Whether you like him or not?
Probably. I don't know this fixation with these types of people. I don't. He's not going to be world champion someday, unless it's like a gimmick match and he stays champion for like a week. You know, it's not like he's 100% into it. He literally said, I'm retiring. And I don't think that was a work. You know what I mean? Then they threw some more money at him and he said, you know, fine, I'll do it. I want people that like love the business in the business. And these outside people don't.
Yep. That's why I love it. Like
most of the time.
KO and guys like that, they will give him the business in that ring sometimes. Like, he's talking about taking a champion, like the main championship, and you know it would be Gunther's. And how fun would it be to watch Gunther slap the shit out of him?
Yes, I want to see that.
Like, really, you know, give him the Ilya Dragunov. Why does Ilya Dragunov have to get beat up for years?
Yeah.
But Logan Paul won't. So give him the Gunther. Let's see if you'll do it, WWE. You know what? If he goes through it, I'll accept it a little better. But he had some tougher matches, sure, but he hasn't had the Gunther shit yet.
No. They need to feed him to the sharks and see after.
Hey, if he's calling for it,
yeah,
go ahead. And then we got Raw tonight. Whole bunch of stuff on Raw tonight.
Oh, yeah?
We got Seth Rollins going to have the same type of interview with that, I forget her name, the female correspondent backstage, just like CM Punk did a couple weeks ago. So they're going to have the Seth Rollins version of that. What else here? Where's my picture? You know what? Let's just show this again. Why not? I can't find it, so we're going to show that. Io Sky, Alba Fire, and Natalia, who is, to me, the human titty. If Aubrey, the ref in AEW, as MJF said, is the human foot, then Natalia is the human titty. She is just all titty now.
Yeah, I wish she would go away. I love Natalia. I respect her. She's had history. She's, you know, all that, but just at this point, go away.
How about this, though? This triple threat match is for the IC championship. It's like the end of the tournament or what have you. Would you like it if she was the first one to hold the title?
Nope, not at all. She's old news. There's nothing to her. I think she would make a great asset to training some of these female wrestlers. Mm-hmm. I don't think she should be like an active talent right now.
I done that. The reason that she might be in this match is to win it. I haven't seen Natalia in forever.
Yeah.
With those BFTs. Oh. You fucking did those yam bag and tits. Then
one's just going to explode in the ring.
You would think. Happened to Charlotte, right?
Yeah, but it's going to be worse because those things are like 55 gallons. It's obnoxious. How much more can you fill them?
Then we got Gable versus Tozawa. We got Priest versus Dom again, which, I mean, do we really need this again?
No, not at all.
I don't think so. Dexter Lumis and The Miz, so we got a little bit of Wyatt Six business going on.
That's entertaining, I think.
Yeah. The Dexter Lumis promos and things I've seen online look pretty good.
Yeah.
Heel Day and McIntyre are both going to cut promos and, tell everybody why they need to like go after people and stuff. That's pretty much what it is. They're bad guys. That's,
yeah, doing a good job.
Nothing's their fault ever, especially Karen Owens.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's Raw tonight. So we got 2 hours of that. And Merry Christmas, Sleaze.
Merry Christmas, Doctor, and Merry Christmas, Sasha Reigns, because she said that earlier.
Well, she did. She's eating too.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeet.
Maybe Santa will bring me some Yeet t-shirts for my streams in the next couple of weeks. But everybody keep tuning in. I'll probably not be here for a couple days, or maybe I will Christmas night. That's a possibility. Maybe with the Sleaze again. You never know. Maybe
you never know.
Cody Rhodes over there. We could be back. There's so much hot wrestling news. Check this out for wrestling news real quick before we sign off. I just wrote some things down because I'm like, this is what I have to go with right now. Zelina Vega wants to face who in NXT, Sleaze?
Who in NXT, Sleaze?
I don't know. I didn't click on it. I didn't care. She blocked me online. Whatever. Get out of here, Zelina Vega. I don't care about that. I don't care about, hey, have you heard Strowman's been in wrestling for 10 years?
Really?
It's the shits.
Shinsuke Nakamura is about to return to Japan and wrestle over there, Sleaze.
Get out of town.
It's the shits.
Yup. And then Maven is responding to claims that he didn't pay any dues in the past. Can you believe that?
I can't believe Maven's still alive.
It's the shits.
Yeah. Some wild stories out here. Nobody really cares.
That's kooky. Kooky stuff.
Oh, thank you, Wrestle. And then the rest is like, here's how you can find this pay-per-view and that PLE, and go pay for this over there and go pay for that over there. And if you want to read more of this, pay here and pay over there. You don't have to pay for nothing here.
Yeah.
All you got to do is subscribe, like the video, retweet this if you're on X. If you're on X, definitely go to YouTube and throw a sub over here. Let's go. Let's pump it up.
What are you waiting for?
Raise the roof. All right, everybody, happy holidays. We'll talk to you later.